Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What the fuck is up?
What up?
This is episode 149.
149.
Of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here is your boy JC No Hunnits. Damn, you are off.
And you, Martin. Yeah.
I guess that's my intro.
Yeah.
All right.
And Martin.
Yo, what up?
Damn.
Here we
Nigga
go.
struck out to start the game.
Well, I'm sorry, but
Give me what I want! Give me a hell yeah!
whatever. Anyway, how the fuck was your weekend? All y'all weekend. Oh yeah, you can eat meat now. Pause.
Yeah, my weekend was good. My whole week was good. Fucking took all day Wednesday, rearranged my whole damn garage. I was fucking.
The look on your face, bro. I'm sorry. They can't see it, but I can.
The pain in my legs and my thighs just from standing. Like, never mind my feet. My feet were obviously going to be killing me, but just from standing and just shifting my body left and right just to get stuff all over the place. Like, that shit didn't go away till yesterday.
I'm sure.
Like, but everything's all moved away around the way I wanted to. I finally got my bed from LA that's finally put up now.
Nice.
Finally put my TV up from LA. It was like, you know, one of those things where it's like, it's been 17 months. I think I should probably unpack this shit.
Unpack.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It just so happened it was a good.
Yeah, I know, it was one of those you just laying there and looking at it like, oh, that's what this movie.
No, it was one of those days where it was like my whole energy's off, and I was like, and I need to clean, and I was like, you know what? Since I'm cleaning, I might as well rearrange everything.
Yeah.
So I finally put because the way I had it before, the dresser and the TV were, you guys knew, it's underneath the window. So I didn't have access to closing and opening the window and shit. So I rearranged and put that shit against the wall, and then I put the bed up against underneath the window.
Oh, that's nice.
So
Gotcha.
helps out tremendously. So I did that, and then usually I'm working tough, but I took it mellow this week.
That's
like I thought, I literally took Wednesday. I didn't do shit except rearrange. That's it. And then Thursday I barely even went out because I was exhausted from Wednesday. Right. So I was like, I ain't doing shit. And then I kind of cruised into the weekend, and then like Busby said, y'all knew what it was, man. As soon as it hit 9:02 p.m., I was ready to eat my Wingstop. Hey. That's exactly what the fuck I did.
Hey.
And I wish I could say it felt good,
but this is how it sounded.
Give me what!
And I've been waiting,
baby. That's in the bathroom.
That is far from how
That's how it sounded going out the bathroom.
I would have wished it would have sounded like that. Nah, you ever heard an EO go through the water?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So I have learned that my body is cleared out.
Body's like, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm not adjusting well to going back to meat.
Chicken.
The fuck is this?
Yeah. That's the wild thing. It's all been chicken. That's why I'm scared to death to go to red meat right now. Like the actual steaks and shit. I'm very freaked out.
Well, shit.
Horrified right now, actually, if I may say so myself.
Shit. Fucking shit out a whole kidney.
Yeah. I'm terrified.
Oh, damn.
Like, yeah.
Well,
but
God bless you.
But overall, yeah, no, it's pretty good. Fantasy drafts went good. I'm in effect. I'm in the zone. Just did 3 trades in the last 24 hours, so
that's what's up.
Bring on week 1, baby.
Shit. Took a whole year off. And now you back to being the number 1 GM and shit.
Now look at you.
Exactly. Right where I belong.
Well, I don't do that fantasy shit. My weekend was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Had a random blessing happen to me. If y'all know, you know. I ain't gonna say it on the air because y'all niggas don't need to know. But just know I was blessed. I went to the movies and saw that one shit called Don't Let Go. The one with...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one with... Oh, what's his name? Fucking Martin Luther King. Guy who played Martin Luther King in Selma.
Yeah, no, where his niece dies or something like that.
Yeah, and then it's like Frequency 2.0.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like, it was cool. It had its moments, but it dragged on a little too much. It should have been at least 90 minutes because it dragged on a little too much. And then I was just like, okay, it's cool. Then I binge watched Snowfall. I finally got into it.
I'm on that this week.
Because everyone's been talking about the show and people were comparing it to Breaking Bad and shit. So I'm like, okay, let me watch this shit. And after the first episode, I was just like, okay,
Give me what I want.
Give me more.
Damn.
And I binge watched the entire. I mean, the third season's still going on right now, but it's almost over. But the first 2 seasons, that's great. It's really good. It is like The Wire meets the Breaking Bad. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Actually, now that you mentioned that, I might wait till season 3 is over so I can binge it all.
And that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because when does it come on Hulu?
No, I mean, I might wait till season 3 is over to restart, and then watch it all throughout.
Oh, well, because season 3 is almost done. They got like 1 more episode left.
Yeah,
so
I'll just wait a couple more weeks.
That's what I'm saying. When does it usually come on Hulu? Like a week after? 2 weeks after?
I think it comes on the day after.
Oh, well, that's even better, so I'll just wait.
Yeah, no, Hulu, they're quick. Yeah. And then if you got the FX app, you can.
It's like
the FX app is like HBO. Like, as soon as it drops, you can watch it.
Yeah, but there are people saying, you thought season 2 was wild. They said, you haven't seen shit yet. And the dude that plays Franklin, the main guy, he's fucking British. First, it was All American, that dude from LA, and I actually thought he was from Compton. I thought he was from there and from fucking Compton and shit. No. And then I'm looking at this actor. I'm like, oh, he looks kind of familiar. Why does he look familiar? But I was like, oh, he really sounds like an LA nigga. But no, nah, he's from fucking London, and I recognized him because he was in the latest season of Black Mirror. He was on a random episode, and he was in the back, and he had a British accent and everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
What kind of shit is that?
Man, these British actors, man, y'all better watch out because they talented more than us. Because you would not have known when you heard him talk.
You know about British acting culture. Like, they live and die that shit. Like,
yeah, man.
They encourage that shit. Like, out here, you reach a certain age, they're like, go get a fucking job. No, out there, they encourage that. Like,
yeah, go to America and
plus,
take the voice.
I mean, they're actors.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Good ones.
Like they're not joking. They're not joking when they say world-renowned actor.
Well, Christian Bale, you don't even know what his real accent is because he just be method acting so many times. I'll be like, I don't know if you British or you from America. So, shit, because he does it so damn well. Idris Elba, I could kind of...
Batman anymore.
Huh?
They don't need the Batman anymore.
Even before Batman, he was Jason Bateman. What was he? Was it Jason Bateman, American Psycho? He was one of them niggas. But
some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. And great show. At the end of the day, really great shows. Rest in peace, John Singleton.
Yeah.
Singleton.
Nah, like I said, when I fell off watching it wasn't because of there was that one random ass moment.
The rape scene, that was random, and they never talk about that again.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, but I didn't stop watching. I honestly, because I was still in LA, so I probably just got busy with time.
And there was too much, and there was other shows that happened and shit.
You know, we're still holding on to power.
Oh,
y'all can do that.
Well, yeah, because that's exactly what it was. Because when Snowfall first debuted, it was like the beginning of July, and obviously Power was that just kicked up at the end of June.
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
Let's talk about Power. Well, good news. 50's changing. 50 confirmed today when we're recording this on Labor Day, which is Labor Day, people, that he's changing the song back to what it originally was. And I've been waiting, niggas.
Don't change that.
I don't know. We all been waiting. We've been waiting for that. After 2, I'm telling you, I dreaded going to episode 2. I was like, I don't want to watch episode 2. I don't want to hear
because of the theme song.
You'd be surprised. Not just the theme song, it's the whole show. It's becoming a chore.
It doesn't match the show.
I understand the show because like you guys been talking about how it just went downhill and shit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, come on, bro. You're gonna fucking not want to watch this shit because of a theme song?
Yeah.
Really? Is that all right?
Yeah. No, it's one of those ones where it's like, it's literally like, okay, we're in the final season and you're gonna do this now, and the song doesn't even match the opening fucking visuals in the theme.
Okay.
Like it's too fucking laid back.
Yeah,
I get
like
it. Can't y'all just swipe past?
We don't have a Netflix. It's not like Netflix. We skip it. You gotta sit through it.
Yeah,
and it's one of those joints where unless you know how to maneuver the stars app, you're gonna fast forward right through it, and you gotta rewind it back. You're gonna hear the ending of it after you tried to skip it. So it's like
I got the on-demand shit for U-verse. So I mean, I could skip it, but I love Joe shit, dude. I was so desperate, like I'm too lazy. I mean, you know what? Let me get the original version, and I synced it up right with the opening credits, and I'm like, yep, this is so much better.
But with that being said, like. After the second episode, I got it. Like, I understood why they made the switch.
But when Martin did it, like, when Martin switched his thing, it still kept the tone of the whole damn show and shit. After, like, season 3? That's when they switched it up. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't do that for Fresh Prince. Cosby Show, I can understand. What other times they switched up the fucking theme song? Other times they have, but usually The Wire, they switched it every season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still kept the tone. Power? Nah.
It's like, you know what it is? It's not even the fact that it's a bad remix. It's just Trey Songz's tone doesn't match the
vibe
of the show.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's just like Joe just has a good ass voice that was like. It matched. It had the right reverb to match the soul that he get. Like literally, like
no, it matched the tone of the show. It matched the vibe of the show.
The production was perfect.
I was tripping because he said he had the right reverb.
No, dead ass. So from the very, this is a big rich town. The way that reverb hit was beautiful.
Rich town. Like it sets up the whole show. And then here's a big rich town. Nah.
No.
Like it's a cool remix. Just shouldn't be on this for the final season.
I mean, it could be. Yeah, you could perform it. They could do a video for it, but don't put that shit on fucking TV. Did they do a video for Big Rich Town? The original one?
I think so.
Yeah, I might watch that. I haven't watched that in years.
It's the intro.
You funny. Yeah.
Nah, really, it is.
That's what that soundboard is for, Mr. Obvious.
Yep.
But episode 2, I wasn't mad at it. Actually, I liked it. I mean, there were still some parts where I was like, I'm still giving it the side eye, They're out here talking about running the drug empire in front of Keisha's son, Cash.
Oh, God.
Like, he can't hear him, and they're literally in the kitchen. He's right there in the living room, just 10 steps away. I'm
just waiting for, what's her name? For the subconscious to pop up in Ghost's life. I'm waiting for the Angie subconscious ghost. She's gonna pop up eventually. Then
it's gonna be the first scene in episode 3.
Most likely. Like her ass just popping up at the what's it called, when they went to the funeral and shit like that. And they're like, I ain't doing it for you. You tell Tasha, what do you tell Tasha? I need you to be at the funeral. She's like, what the fuck? I said the same shit. What the fuck, nigga? To make it look good. My God, like, nigga, you try to take your wife to your side bitch's funeral? Like, oh my God, this whole show. And then Tyreek still needs to die. I don't care. He needs to die.
Nah, I like his storyline now. I told you this was going to happen.
No.
I told you what was going to happen with Tariq. They were going to show the evolution of Ghost through Tariq.
I know. And then
that's exactly what they're doing.
And they're showing the new girl that he talked to, and someone put, Tasha and Ghost 2.0. I was just like...
I hope it's not 2.0. I just hope it's like... I really hope it's like Kanan and his cousin.
Hope he gets shot in the head.
But I don't feel like Tariq's going to die.
Tariq's
going to be the last one standing. He's probably going to end up killing... He's going to be he's probably going to be the one that betrays. He's probably going to end up killing one of them if one of them had to go. I don't even think either one of them are going to die at this point now.
Y'all going to go to jail or something?
No, I just feel like the final betrayal, like they... Somehow, some way, somebody gets that becomes both their enemies, and then they become friends again after they try to kill each other.
I think he just spoiled the whole fucking... Yeah. And it is written by a woman.
Well, did I really spoil it, or it's kind of
figured it out.
Kind of looks like where it's going.
This is
They're gonna spend all season trying to kill each other, and then
the part where Turtle, you never watch Entourage, the lawyer, when he tried the custody battle with his daughter, and the judge was like, "Okay, you choose who to be with." I'm like, that never happens. Oh, the fuck!
No, it does.
That does?
Yeah, no, that does happen.
Oh, well, it just the way it was acted.
They do it in chambers. That's never done in front of the public.
The way it was acted, it was just like it just looked annoying to me. All this acting, it's just, why do I still watch this? It's a hate watch. It's the Big Rich Town.
You got to finish it to the end.
We have to. We have no choice.
I mean, we do, but I
choose to suffer.
I mean, you might as well. Not suffer, but you might as well just watch the end of it.
We got 8 more weeks now, and then we gotta wait.
You got a break. So I can get my league pass bag.
Anyway, how was your weekend, Martin?
It was pretty chill, except for Oregon lost and. Yeah, that whole debacle.
So why are you an Oregon State fan? I'm just wondering.
Not Oregon State.
Oregon. Why are you a quack fan?
Because my cousin went there.
Oh, okay.
Same reason why I like Oregon. My cousin played there.
Oh, quack. Gordon Bombay didn't help you out today, huh?
Or Saturday, nah. Shit was fucking trash. Nah.
Y'all didn't get that reference.
And then Sunday was my little cousin's birthday.
That's
so we had a little party for him, Josiah. And then, here we are. Then there was a lot of smoke, as usual, per usual.
I don't even know why you keep bringing that up.
I have to. Strain of the weekend though definitely is Dosi Pie.
Dosi Pie
sounds fucking amazing, right? Dosi Dough, which is a cookie strain. It's a cookie spinoff, right? And cherry pie. So you got like the cherry flavor with the cookie flavor.
Can you taste the crust?
Yes.
Beautiful. I'm in.
It's the best.
I'm in.
Well, you know who really needs to smoke weed? Are you brivety black people? When it comes to Dave Chappelle, I haven't seen so many pussies hurt in so long. I swear to God. Now, last week Dave Chappelle
He was pissed off like a week ago.
this one's like over the top now because this is just like.
Damn, they did the same shit for Jay-Z like 2 weeks ago.
No, I'm talking about for Dave Chappelle specifically.
I'm just talking about just being pissed off in general.
I meant
like
for Dave Chappelle.
they literally just rotated.
I meant for Dave
Seriously,
Chappelle.
it just switched over to somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm just meant specifically for Dave Chappelle because this shit's just like, are you fucking serious? Anyway, last week Dave Chappelle dropped his Netflix stand-up special, Sticks and Stones, which is another round of applause. That was just, I watched that shit 5 times. That shit's funnier each fucking time. But if you go on Twitter, oh my God. You know that little video of Kevin Hart where he's just like, "Ow, my pussy hurt." That's exactly what I've seen from all these type of fucking black Twitter people where they have the blue check marks and have a platform to write their little fucking sob stories. My God, you niggas on some hoes. Ugh.
You fell for it though?
I didn't know. It was annoying. It was irritating.
I know, but what I'm saying is you fell for it to the point where it became annoying and irritating. Every time I saw it, I just watched it again.
Oh, of course I did
Seriously.
that, but it was just mind blowing. It was just like, because niggas were saying the shit wasn't funny. But I can understand if it was a white person saying this shit, but it was from my own people that grew up on Dave Chappelle, that watched the first episode of the Chappelle Show, just literally the first episode of the fucking white supremacist, the black supremacist.
Yeah.
The black white supremacist.
The black white supremacist.
And he was blind.
And he was
Clayton
blind.
Bixby.
Huh?
Clayton Bixby.
Clayton Bixby. Yes.
There you go.
And you're saying that
White power.
this little nagger,
Colin Powell. Condoleezza Rice.
When I first saw that episode, I was like, should I laugh at this? I was like, oh, he's gonna get canceled. There's no way to go. I was like, he's gonna get canceled. I was like, oh shit. And then the shows just kept going and going, and it was just like, okay. And then I met one of my best friends, and we were talking about it. I'm like, oh, so you find this shit funny too? Well, my nigga. Shit.
Chappelle Show used to be amazing because it used to come on Wednesdays or Thursdays?
10 o'clock.
Yeah, so the next that was all we were talking about at lunch next day. Like it was mandatory because we were all in high school at the time.
The Rick James sketch was when it hit its peak.
Yeah,
that was when I knew after I saw that in the second season, I knew it wasn't gonna last. I just had this feeling.
It's just a damn shame. It's just a damn shame that we didn't get a chance to go into Mondays with the Boondocks and then Thursdays with Chappelle Show. That's just that's the downfall.
Hey man,
they were never together.
Yeah,
it was but they because that's Aaron McGruder even said Chappelle's Show gave him the courage to finish the Boondocks TV show. He was like, oh, so I can get away with this. Okay. Because right now, I have not seen... I've seen... First it was Vice. I thought that was just going to be one. But then I'm seeing other articles saying...
And dude from Complex, right?
Yes! Well, I forgot what it said. It said it just wasn't funny. Or he said some shit like that.
Left a bad taste in his mouth or something like that.
Yeah, it left a bad taste in his mouth. And he's a black...
I don't know about you.
This shit, dog.
I don't know about you, but I read that headline and I was like... That's a joke in itself, but I'm not going to be the one to make it.
And the thing is, we follow each other, and he's a cool dude, wrestling fan, all types of shit. But my God, nigga, he said straight up on the fucking stand up, he said, "If you came here, bitch, you clicked on my face, like."
I mean, I just don't understand what people expected from a Chappelle special.
Yeah.
Like, what have we not seen in the last 2 specials that you thought that,
They said he wasn't. They said half the jokes on this special on Sticks and Stones were not funny. I didn't get that. I'm like,
I laughed. Like I said, I laughed last episode. I laughed the first when he tied the suicide in together.
Oh yeah,
that was funny. And see, I don't understand why. Because what I've been seeing and ignoring, because I'm not gonna let it get to me. Mm-hmm. What I've been seeing is that a lot of people, they're using this to tackle a much bigger situation. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, he didn't attack
they don't think he went up there.
transgender community. He didn't attack them.
Yeah.
He made a scenario that is actually pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah.
It's like they act like he went up there and said, fuck bitches, fuck rape, bitch ass, fuck you niggers, fuck you crackers, fuck you faggots, blah, 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 and I'm out.
No, the way they're talking is like, they're basically painting it like it was just nothing but trans jokes for the whole hour.
Yeah.
That's how they're painting it.
Right.
And I'm like, no, he started off with suicide first,
And then another,
and then he went to pedophilia.
Eased his way into
then he smoothly transitioned to pedophilia.
right.
yeah. And then one of my followers was going like, "Yo, I hate it's a what's it called? Poor excuse. That's a poor excuse to say, oh, you know what you got yourself into. Let Trump say these type of jokes and say, hell, that's just who he is." And I was just like,
well, we did.
That's who
Kind of
he
a
is.
different situation.
Yeah,
So also, you know what I mean? One's a comedian.
No, but the point
the
point he was trying to say is you can't let him get away with this type of stuff. But you know what you signed up for.
He can't get away with that.
It's like, you know what you signed yourself up to. You know what this summed up? I said this on Twitter. I'm gonna say it on here. Y'all remember Nutty Professor? You've been like when Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle played Reggie, the stand-up comedian who was roasting the fucking audience and shit, and then he starts roasting Sherman, and then the camera starts zooming in on Sherman with that little womp womp look in his face while everybody else is laughing. That's who you niggas are. You niggas are Sherman, because the truth hurts.
Dave Chappelle was still roasting his ass. Seriously, 23 years later, he's still the one roasting.
I remember when I watched that with my family for the first time, my uncle was laughing his ass
I'll
off.
tell you the part that I could be straight faced, be upset, but the part that always kills me, whew, boy, you got more crack than Harlem, nigga. Always.
Who's titty right here? And then, you on that new diet, Slim Slow.
Every time you show up to a party, hey, who they?
Now, visualize the camera zooming in, and you're hearing this in the background. And imagine the sad music and all this shit. And my uncle was on the floor. My mom was like, "Hey, what are you doing? That shit's funny." Oh shit!
I mean, but again, that was 23 years ago. What did you expect in this
From
special?
Dave Chappelle.
And that was PG-13.
Seriously.
From Dave Chappelle. At that part.
I mean, that's why I wasn't paying much attention to it.
I tried,
all
but
honesty.
and then I'm seeing other people saying, "Oh, some of the jokes were just lazy," and I don't know what he was getting at with the LGBTQ jokes. And I'm like, "What do you mean you didn't know what he was getting at? He literally spelled it out for you. Are you niggas that sensitive?"
Yeah, literally. One letter at a time.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you niggas really this? Did that shit trigger you? That nigga really has triggered you. And other niggas were saying, well, Dave just needs to grow up with his audience.
He did. He's gotten so much better at tying the story together.
Yeah, seriously.
He's gotten so much better at that, so he has grown up.
No, he's Dave Chappelle has stayed the same.
No, he's matured. He's gotten better at his craft by stepping away.
Oh, y'all niggas just became hoes. If I see one more person that's on Twitter, I don't care if I follow you or not. If I see one more person on Twitter that fucking posts some shit saying it's just not funny or I know comedy, I'm just gonna call you soft.
The I know comedy is always funny. It's like, motherfucker, if you knew comedy, you'd be the world-renowned comedian right now.
I swear to God.
Yeah, not Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac, y'all niggas couldn't handle Bernie Mac. I'm talking about Kings of Comedy.
I would have killed a motherfucker.
I'm talking about Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't handle Paul Mooney. You really couldn't handle Richard Pryor. In this day and age,
hell no.
You really could not.
Hell no.
Eddie Murphy's thinking about coming back. Y'all could not handle Delirious or Raw Eddie Murphy.
Nope.
Vintage, and you could not handle it because he'll tell the truth and you guys will laugh. They're just as funny as Dave Chappelle.
I mean, and even when it's not the truth, like the like the gay cop.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The shit's still funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Move over.
Niggas are in, and you can tell which ones don't like. I can tell the type of people that don't like it. Oh, you one of them dish it but can't take it type niggas. Okay.
Yeah, them shade motherfuckers. The ones that throw shade, but then when you call out their whole lifestyle, it's like, oh.
Then they block you. And then they block you. They can talk shit all about your life, but as soon as you nitpick something about their lives, they'd be like, oh, my pussy hurt.
I just think it's funny that there's another group of folks that are standing by as allies, and then you're like, oh, what did you like about it? Well, I haven't watched it. And it's like, oh, okay, well, all right. That
my homeboy said homeboy said it wasn't funny, so I just didn't watch it. Oh, fucking follower.
Yeah.
It's funny because I don't know if y'all know this, but on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 0% rotten rating, and it's just like, what? So I was on YouTube, and I saw this dude named Jeremy Johns, and he does reviews for other for like movies and shit like that. And he did a whole review for Sticks and Stones, and he pretty much said what we said. It's fucking funny as hell. He doesn't get the controversy, and he just realized that Rotten Tomatoes counts his reviews, so he pretty much said, I just made this review just to help Dave a bit. So
yeah.
I'm like, ain't that some shit? A white boy had to make a positive review just to get Dave Chappelle's shit up?
I'm not surprised by that. Dave's cultured. Like,
no, but I'm saying
it's not like he hates
own,
white people.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
our own people didn't want to fucking help that.
but I don't buy into that because our own people are divided on so much other shit.
It's just wild.
Motherfuckers was eating sandwiches. Motherfuckers was talking about voting. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Females talking.
Speaking of that, I did find one of the Popeyes that had that damn sandwich. Boy, let me tell you.
That was good, huh?
Oh, it tasted like butter in between clouds. It tasted delicious. That shit was amazing.
I'm sure it was.
I understand why they fucking ran out. But I told you last week.
Huh?
I said, yo, Popeyes is known to run out of shit and, take it away. So.
Oh yeah, with
now
Popeye,
you
they
call
ran
that
out of they ran out of the shit, or they're the plug now, so they're gonna wait till October to fucking re-up, I guess.
Yeah.
And they say it's supposed to be back for good.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
I got the notification on my app.
I bet you did.
Let me know when it's ready.
But when it comes to this, Dave,
I have the Popeyes app. I had it before the sandwich.
Damn.
I was eating Popeyes
No,
every...
I'm not even upset that you had that. I'm upset that I don't.
Oh, no, what I'm saying is that on average, I would frequent like every 10 days. Every time, it would be a Tuesday or a Wednesday, every time.
Yeah. That's what's
oh
up.
man, you're talking about his belt size with the equator. Oh man.
But one thing I am enjoying about this whole scenario, though, is cancel culture is finding out just how minimal
How toxic
effect
they
it
are.
actually... And no, not even how toxic, but how minimal effect it actually has on people that
Don't give a fuck.
don't require being canceled. I mean, it's easy to cancel R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to, easy to do all that shit.
You can try to cancel
Right.
Michael Jackson because he's dead and you can't defend that.
Yeah, so I mean, you can try to cancel a dead man, but he ain't gonna feel the effect of it.
You feel me? Because he's dead.
He's been gone. But when they tried to cancel somebody where everybody's like, he didn't do nothing, so
And
we
it's
ain't falling for that.
and the majority loves it. It's the loud minority, which is black folks that are doing. That's the most craziest shit. I can understand white folks getting mad. I'm like, oh, whatever. But you telling me black folks are getting mad at Dave Chappelle?
You know, it's part of the bit they can't counter, and nobody has countered. You do realize which one it has been, right?
What?
Juicy Smollett.
Oh,
Nobody's countered that.
because they know it's the truth.
Remember, remember, heterosexual black men, we were...
Oh, yeah,
the
vibe.
The irony of this is how people are complaining that, why are we always the butt of the jokes? And it's like, I remember when that happened, and, we were quiet.
The silence of what's it called? Straight black men.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, we got dragged for it.
And then
still ain't got an apology for it after it's all been said
Then
and
we found
done.
out it's some Nigerians, you bitch ass nigga. I don't want to say the F word.
That's not funny.
You fucking nigga, you.
And then to make it, in my eyes, the transgender community, just the whole LGBTQ, they didn't really get it though in comparison to when he brought up the pedophiles, when he brought up the mental health, when he brought up the mass murder victims, mass shooting victims, and all that. Like, to me, they got it fourth. They kind of got it the fourth worst.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going through the grand scheme of things.
Asian people, he got everybody.
Everybody got it.
What Dave did is that he picked up a mirror and said, "Look at yourself."
And the irony of it being called Sticks and Stones, and people are taking his words and just screaming pain.
I said it on Twitter. He called it Sticks and Stones for a reason. If you're letting Dave's words get to you, maybe you should look in the mirror and reevaluate how much of a bitch that you are.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the bottom line. You just a hoe.
Why can't people just take jokes these days? You know what
Because
I'm saying?
niggas are sensitive. That's all. They're hoes. Blame Drake. Niggas in their feelings a whole
Yes,
lot.
blame Drake. That was, yes.
Niggas are in their feelings too much. Everyone, like you say, they just wake up waiting to be pissed off.
Nah, I can't even stand that song. Shit.
They wake up waiting to be.
Yeah.
They turned off Dave Chappelle to have an escape from it. But what he did is that he put up a mirror and said, "Look at how fucked up you are," and I don't like that. That's pretty much what it is. Oh man, and what's even crazier?
Doing that, and that's pretty much what's been going on in the NFL when they've been calling it. It's a whole other story, though.
What's even crazier is that they're trying to quote unquote cancel Dave Chappelle. I'm like, you can't cancel Dave Chappelle. He canceled himself.
Yeah.
He's the one that canceled the Chappelle show.
bro,
Like,
yeah,
what I
he
mean, it's not
canceled the whole
figuratively.
shit.
Like, literally, he canceled Chappelle's show.
He walked away from a $55 million contract
and went to Africa.
And went to Africa because he didn't want to buy his. So why? Because he put on the blackface and he was doing. He realized he was shucking and jiving for the white man when a white man was laughing his ass off a little too much, and then he realized, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? And then he just said, "I'm out, bitch," and flew to Africa.
God, that's
almost,
that is awesome. No, not that he walked. I mean, yeah, it's good he walked away, but I'm just thinking, turned down 50 million.
55 million.
55 million. Then he came back and worked less time and got 60 million.
Yeah. And
From never, you know what
I didn't even think about that.
he got $5 million. He got $5 million more to take an extended vacation and work a whole lot less.
Yeah, and not only that, like he befriended a lot of powerful people.
Yeah.
He's cool with a lot of people. That's why when he said
He's never in a scandal.
he's not in a scam, he's just chilling. That's why he said I might get in trouble for this about the whole Michael Jackson shit. Like, I don't believe them motherfuckers. And he said it like, what the fuck are they gonna do to me? I'm rich. You can take this all away and I'll be cool. I'll be at my farm. I'll be chilling. I don't need this shit. That's why I never wanted when he said like, oh duh. He's like, I'm gonna find any little thing about you and I'm gonna come back at you. Who am I interpreting? You. That's why I don't do this shit no more.
Yeah.
And you are proving his point.
Yeah.
You niggas are sensitive. You niggas are hoes. Y'all need to grow up and take a fucking joke. You hoe ass niggas. Y'all niggas got bullied all your whole lives probably. That's probably why y'all can't take a joke. You know, they're the people that, like, what's it called, when they start roasting you, and then you roast them back, and you say something that triggers them just a little bit. I'm like, oh, I wasn't even going that hard.
Yeah.
But just, like, I wasn't even going that hard.
I don't even know why you had to go like that, damn. Like,
I'm like,
all just
whoa.
kidding.
That wasn't even my full form.
Yeah.
Shit.
You fool. I haven't even reached full form yet.
I haven't reached my full potential. And here you are blocking me on Twitter. I haven't even said nothing yet.
Yeah.
I can go in on you.
Matter of fact, let me find your Instagram.
Yo, look, I'll be your worst enemy.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your shaft?
Yeah, that'll be me. Anyway, shout out to Kevin Hart, man. Prayers up for Kevin Hart.
Ain't no shout out. Prayers up to
Prayers
Kevin.
up.
I said,
Yeah,
no,
man.
that's what I meant. Prayers up to Kevin Hart, because he got involved in a really, really, really fucked up car accident in Calabasas, man. Fucked his back
Sounds
up.
in the air in Calabasas, man. Everything pops off in Calabasas these days.
Well, that's where everybody lives now, man.
Yeah.
You saw that car, though?
Yeah,
That shit
car looked fucked
fucked.
up.
I mean, what you expect from a fucking 1970s engine? There's a reason why they don't make those vehicles
They said,
anymore.
according to what
Hey, man.
We've had to evolve.
According to what reports said, they say he crawled out the car and shit like that, and that's how he left from the scene.
Yeah, he is. Well, the story goes he wasn't driving. It was I don't know if it was his driver or a friend, but he was driving. They had a woman in the back, so there was 3 passengers altogether. They all the shit literally lost control, and they went off the fucking ramp and spun.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
well, he had major back injury. They say he crawled out the car and then they just drove off and shit. But his back was fucked up, so they took him to the hospital and he had back surgery and he's recovering. Now this is allegedly there's a rumor going around that the female in the car wasn't his wife. It might be someone else, and that's why he fled the scene, because he was trying to get caught again.
Or tried to flee the
He didn't succeed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's just like, that is some Kevin Hart shit that would happen to him.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's good. They say he's gonna make a full recovery, so we can crack jokes. It's like, I'll be like, damn, bro, you caught with your side bitch and the car accident happened, and then you try to crawl away.
Well, that's how it always works. That's what happened to Terrence J.
Really?
Speaking of that, going back to Power real quick, did you watch The Confidential?
I don't watch that shit.
Fam, I'm watching The Confidential, so it's
When I'm done with Power, I'm done.
so it's
Terrence J.
No, so it's Terrence J is the host.
Jeff.
It's Tasha, who was on this time.
Was
So
that Jeff J on there?
No, listen.
There's no dude?
No, listen.
All right.
It's different. So it's Terrence J. It's Naturi, whatever her name is, that plays
Yeah,
Tasha.
that's Tasha.
And then it's Angie's sister, the actress. Mm-hmm. Then it's one of the show writers. And then it makes sense. It's one of the show writers, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then when you scroll right past, they're sitting there as Fabulous.
Why?
He's just super Power super fan. Like, fam, why?
Wow.
Wow. Like, fam, why am I watching this? Why are you here?
Did you turn it off?
No, I watched it. But every time he spoke, I just remember.
What was he talking about?
Why are you here?
What was he saying?
They were just asking him, Was he Team Ghost or Team Tommy? Who held Ghost down the more? Was it Angie or Tosh? And
whose side was he on? Ghost?
He said Ghost because Ghost always finds a way in the end, which he was right. And then he said Tosh is the one that held him down, even though Angie took the bullet.
Why are we talking to you, Fabulous? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's my thing. Why is Fab here? Like,
it's like Ja Rule. That's what's next. No, 50 ain't gonna allow that shit.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening, bro. That is not
Where
happening.
is Ja?
not on Power Confidential.
Oh no, shit! He be on fucking L.A. Confidential. Where his body at? Ugh.
Shit.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart, man, get better, better, seriously, and hopefully you won't do what you allegedly be doing. So
Yeah.
Anyway, last week other major news happened.
Give me a hell.
Eddie Murphy got announced that he's gonna be. Eddie Murphy announced. He didn't get announced. It was announced that Eddie Murphy is hosting SNL in December 21st, actually. And yeah, it's gonna be his first time hosting SNL since like 1984.
That's cool.
That is, man.
I mean,
that's major.
I understand. I respect it just for the history. I'm not an SNL guy, so I like.
Really?
Everybody like.
It's fucking Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but even then, I'm not an SNL guy.
It's Eddie Murphy.
That's why I said I understand the history of it, but I don't watch it, so why does it move me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
whatever, man. That's
how's it whatever?
Like,
Like,
I was like, I get that's you. That's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not an SNL guy, so other than the fact that it's Eddie Murphy and him reuniting 30 years later, why else does it move me? Like,
unless watch the musical guest be Kendrick, and you'll probably watch that shit.
Yeah, I will.
I know you will.
I'll just watch it on YouTube like I've always done. Like anybody that's shown up that like I've seen, I don't watch the whole thing. I just wait till it pops up on YouTube.
I guess, man.
I'm just not an SNL guy.
I understand SNL has fallen the fuck off, but I'm gonna watch this
I never
shit.
was even when it was like I guess still
really
in their heyday.
popping?
Like I never was. Never an SNL guy.
Will Ferrell was there and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
like I didn't know about Will Ferrell until he was in the movies. I know who the hell he is.
Wow.
Gotcha.
I guess, man. But yeah, Eddie's hosting SNL and probably just to promote his Netflix show and Coming to America too, and maybe possibly his stand up. But I hope you niggas didn't scare him away because he's like, damn, you niggas can't even handle me. You can't handle Dave Chappelle. What's you think you can handle me?
Yeah.
Anyway, but Leslie Jones, she announced she's leaving SNL to focus on her Netflix deal and shit. So shout out to Leslie Jones.
Yeah, she got a nice. She got a partnership with a production company. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be busy with that shit. Goodbye SNL shit. I'm gonna get this paper.
Yeah, she's on there the longest, and Kenan Thompson's still on there. He's like the longest reigning like cast member on there. So shout out to him. He got his own show going there, on the Nickelodeon shit, all that shit, all that shit, and all that shit. Anyway, this news broke. I don't know how to handle this, so you say this shit about Richard Pryor's shit. The Bodyguard.
Yeah. Yeah, so Richard Pryor's Bodyguard. Like, I waited on this for a week because
I waited on it too.
You know, it was one of those things where it was like, all right, what's the end game here? Because, you know.
Out of nowhere too.
Is he owed money? You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, you know, why now? But Richard Pryor's Bodyguard came out and had just basically set out. Yeah, Paul Mooney, he fucked Richard's son. And then, you know, when he found out, he wanted to kill Paul Mooney, and that was that. So when I heard it, I was like, all right, well, let's see how this plays out.
I saw that shit, and I was just like, hold up.
What kind of shit is that?
I was like, that's random. Why would you come out with that after Richard's dead? His son's still alive, and Paul Mooney's basically still alive. Paul Mooney declined it, of course.
Yeah, and so they interviewed the son, and he didn't name Paul Mooney, but he did say there was some stuff that happened to him while he was growing up. And then he put the age 15. So then that kind of spun a different... So that's where I was at first, where it was like, he's fucked Richard Pryor's son. So I was like, all right, well, niggas was fucking, like, I guess. Like, Richard Pryor's, you know, they said in the book he was fucking Marlon Brando. So, all right, I guess, whatever. Yeah. But it was when they mentioned he was 15, then it was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
That changes things.
Yeah. But the fact that he didn't name Paul Mooney yet still, though, I'm not saying, like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I have hope for Paul Mooney. It's just one of those things where it's like, I need all the facts before I can officially jump right in. You know what I'm saying? Like, on surface it doesn't look good. I'm not gonna say it does. You know what I'm saying? But I need all the facts, or as much as the facts that are gonna be presented as possible, to really zoom in on that.
Paul Mooney is also one of, if y'all don't know who Paul Mooney is, if y'all lived under a rock, he's the one that helped write Richard Pryor's greatest material. And one of the best comedians of all time too. And was on the Chappelle show.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga. Negrodamus.
Shit.
What he say about Wayne Brady? Wayne Brady
said white people enjoy Wayne Brady because he makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
Fast forward to season 2. I make Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X. That motherfucker. I think that was like one of the most funniest sketches because it was so fucking random. But shit.
That shit was funny when he brought up Rosie O'Donnell. So Rosie O'Donnell will have a sex change. She'll then marry Eliza Minnelli, and then she'll beat him.
You ever watch Paul Mooney stand-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all thought Dave was bad. Oh boy. Y'all couldn't handle Paul Mooney.
No, you couldn't.
Give Paul Mooney a Netflix special.
But that's what I loved about it. And again, I'm not saying this to overshadow all this recent news. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty serious news. So I'm not saying it to overshadow.
Well, obviously.
It's just the comedy that I watched from him in the 2000s. I appreciate. I mean, motherfucker went on stage and said, "I say nigga 50 times a day just to keep my teeth white."
I say nigga. That was on Bamboozle. That was in Bamboozle too.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say nigga to keep my teeth white.
Like, you know exactly where he's going after that.
He's the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know what that song go.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. I'm going to watch a Paul Mooney sketch when I get home. Shit.
Yeah.
And just pretend that shit didn't happen.
Well, until we get all the news.
Until all that gets out.
Yeah.
People are mad at Hove again. Hove!
I mean, is it again or just still?
It's a continuation of being mad.
Or are they done being distracted by Dave and getting back to this? That's what I'm saying. Like, seriously, I'm telling you, they were upset with Jay for 2 weeks, and then Janelle Monáe brought up the voting and chicken, and just when they started to jump on her, she apologized, and then Dave Chappelle dropped, and then they focused right to him. You know?
They focused right back to Hove.
Literally, that's the timeline over the last 4 weeks.
Whatever. So yeah, they fucking announced the whole launch Inspire Change shit. And in a nutshell, it's just going to be a clothing line. During the first week, they're going to have a little concert where they're going to have Meek Mill, Rap City, Megan, how do you say her name? Megan Trainor?
Megan Trainor.
Yeah.
Megan Trainor. And all the proceeds are going to go to organizations that help civil rights and shit like that. There's going to be t-shirts, there's going to be playlists. And that's about it. Man, I got nothing really to say about it. It's almost on some, okay. And niggas were mad about it because they felt that they could have did this shit on their own. And then another clip came out of Hove talking about the reason why the police brutality happens in a nutshell is because black men are getting raised in single mother homes actually.
Yeah, nobody watched the context of that. And nobody even watched it when it first originally aired, which was at the when they announced Meek Mill's new Justice Reform Company way back in January. And nobody said a damn thing about it.
I knew what Hove was trying to say. I just had no energy trying to talk about it.
Again, his wording just hasn't been good all year.
At all. And Hove is one of the best rappers.
Yeah. Seriously.
But
you would think he has a way of articulating.
Yeah. Like you think Kanye was worse, but damn, Hove was like, they got the right clips.
His wording just hasn't been good. But I mean, look, I've seen a bunch of people. I'm not going to backtrack off of what I said about giving him an opportunity because I don't look at it like from a standpoint, okay, this is his only move. It's the first one.
Right.
Albeit
T-shirts and a fucking Megan Trainor concert.
Albeit it's not what I expected. So I'm looking at that like, okay, that's a strike because it's not what I was initially accepting.
Right.
On the flip side, I understand the timing of it. The NFL season starts in 6 fucking days. Your first move is going to...
It starts on Thursday.
Okay. Starts on Thursday, but the official first Sunday football is in 6 days.
Okay.
Your main move is to focus on the product. Sorry, unfortunately, that's how it works in business. You're getting ready to start. You're not going to bring up social justice when these guys are getting ready to blow their fucking brains out for everybody's entertainment.
CTE Records.
Yeah.
CTE
you know what I mean?
Records.
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah, timing-wise, it just, you would have wished that something like this would have been announced earlier, even before the partnership, because then it would have led into the partnership type deal. But,
that's why people look.
I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, all right, strike one, but what else you got?
My stance is still the same. I still feel the way Hov is a businessman. Hov has always been Hov. And then I guess another pictures came out of him and Camilla Harris, and niggas were looking at him sideways. And Camilla Harris put a lot of black men away in prison, and Hov is siding with her because she's running for presidency. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Jay-Z has always been Jay-Z. He showed you who he is in his raps. He showed you who he is, how he maneuvers. And my boy Bansky on Twitter, he kind of put up a good analogy. He said pretty much, if you remember in Reasonable Doubt in '96, Hov has always identified himself as not just a hustler, but just a businessman. He's what's it called? He's never really looked at it. He's been looked at.
Jay is a hustler that just happens to be one of the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to say, he's looking at it as a businessman. He's always looking at the bottom line, which is the dollar. He never looks at it. His original plan for Reasonable Doubt, if y'all remember, was that he was gonna rap one album and then he was gonna back out and just focus on business. But that didn't work out because shit, his album didn't sell that well, and he was like, okay, I gotta really start doing this shit now. And
there's also a lot of other factors too.
Other shit happened.
Big was assassinated, so it kind of left
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of left a wide open
It was a whole bunch of factors
to jump in.
There's a whole bunch of factors, but end of the day, he's been a businessman. He doesn't really identify with us. He's always been looked at as like the millionaire and all this shit. He's never looked at it as us. He's always been they, if you know what I mean. So
I think the dopest thing about this though is Rhapsody's name's involved with this.
Just to perform.
But even then, I mean, who the fuck would see Rhapsody with the NFL? Would you associate Rhapsody with the NFL before this? No, probably wouldn't.
I'm just saying, it's kind of funny how Meek Mill does that little tweet that came out when the guy announced that Travis Scott was going to perform at the Super Bowl, and Meek Mill retweeted it, said, for what? And months later, he's performing at an NFL fucking sponsored event. So that's like a little... But my opinion hasn't changed. I'm still looking at it sideways, and it just is what it is.
Yeah, my perspective, I'm just kind of in the middle.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean. Like let's just see what happens. Like, good Lord, don't ever do that again.
Walked right into that.
I really did. Fuck.
Busby said.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Nah, but seriously though, like I just feel like we just gotta wait and see. Give him a little bit of time, and if after that little bit of time doesn't work out, then go ahead and revolt. I don't give a fuck.
Like I want to see the move. I want to see what the move is at the mid-season point. I want to see the move that goes into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't judge people off of one move. Now with that being said, this move I'm not in a position anymore where I'm gonna be telling people that feel some type of way about it. Oh, just give them more time. You know what I mean? Because that from that perspective, I understand. Left a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just a person where I'm like, I need to see, at least 3 moves before I can fully make a grasp. You know what I mean?
We are past kneeling. Let's watch this Megan Tanner performance.
I mean,
What kind of shit is that?
niggas was kneeling and still watching the NFL without Kaepernick in it. So I mean,
And also, Kaepernick also said he wasn't going to boycott. He didn't say nothing about boycotting. That was Shaw, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, Hov, whatever. We watching. Watch. Anyway, music dropped. That it did. TDE and Dreamville have dropped 2 of the best R&B albums this year. Can I get a hell yeah?
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
There we go. Sir! Sir!
Oh, man.
Sir! Chasing Summer. Man.
Oh, man.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Yeah.
I wasn't waiting. I was waiting.
I know. But,
Shit.
but it came at the right time for me. That's all I can say about that.
I was waiting for it.
I bet
and
you
boy,
were.
it delivered.
Yes, it did. This was pure R&B. KBL. Yeah. It was good. Anyway, you do your little review.
First, that's what women say when they want to demean, how's your little girlfriend? Shit. No, it's not a little review.
No, I think it's first. Give you a review. I didn't say that.
Damn, Jay ain't the only one that's having problems with words. Anyways, we already were familiar with Hair Down. L.A. Lisa was, or La Lisa, joined with Smino. At first, the way the beat started, I wasn't really feeling it, and then it really got into its groove, and I was like, oh, fuck, all right, here we are. Then you get to Lucy's Love, which is great, and then you remember when it ends, oh shit, Lil Wayne was on this.
Lil Wayne was rapping his ass off.
Yeah,
Not rapping, but the way he flowed on there, that shit was just great.
Yeah. That's Why I Love You with Sabrina Claudio. That was another thing that happened too.
Oh, Sabrina Claudio.
Yeah, that was another thing that happened too. Was I started noticing
her.
I started noticing a bunch of people that were bitching and complaining about this Chappelle shit were the same ones bitching and complaining about Sabrina Claudio. Mm-hmm. And right then and there, it was like, you know, one of those things where it just hits you like, oh, I was on the wrong side of history for that. Let me go add her music back real quick.
I told you not to delete that shit.
Let me put the music back real quick. So she, great feature on that joint. Mm-hmm. Jill Scott, you said about her.
Tig old bitties.
You can't see them when you listen to the record.
But hey, I can imagine them.
Yeah, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. Her titties weren't the focal point of this song.
Hey man, titties were the focal point of the song when I was listening to them. Yeah, boy.
Well, motherfucker that keeps saying, you don't need to know about that.
Wait, baby.
You keep bringing it up. Yeah.
There's another one?
We get it.
Another hint?
We get it, my nigga. We get it.
Mood was good. Zachariah had a pretty good ass feature on that.
I love the concept of that record.
Yeah.
Nah, baby, I don't want to fuck you. I got money on my mind. I'm ready to go.
I gotta go get this cash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a smooth R&B album, man.
I like the fact that TD some of their song titles are the same one as the other artists. And you get to the recipe, I'm like, oh, you got that from Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But it was overall, I mean, top to bottom, shit. What bad can you say about this fucking album? I mean,
it ended.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
the only thing.
yeah.
It's the only bad thing you can
That's
say about
it.
it. Because I mean, You Can't Save Me was. I put that just above the joint with Sabrina Claudio. That was a great fucking song.
Smooth R&B all the way through, and that's pretty much all I can really say about this. So,
Yeah.
round of applause for Sir.
Yeah. No, that's.
I don't even like R&B.
I know.
This shit was hard.
Yeah. No, it's one of the best R&B tracks I've heard this year.
Yeah, it
Not
really
tracks,
was.
but album.
A lot of R&B
Yeah.
has dropped a lot. A lot of people.
R&B's been kicking hip hop's ass this year.
It really has.
Especially
It really
on the
has.
mid-tier, lower level guys and girls and gals. Like they
LA,
kicking ass all year.
Lonnie, Snow Allegra, man, good times.
Ari.
Ari Lennox. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, he's not part of Good Music. What's he part of now? He's just Common. Common has his own.
Yeah,
just
Common is Common
Mm-hmm.
Records.
Just Common Records. Anyway, Common dropped. I know, right?
Yeah.
Common Records. Anyway, Common dropped Let Love. And this is a fucking, what did I call this? A Starbucks classic? Starbucks throwback?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put this on when you're in Starbucks
Pretty
or
much.
a fucking Barnes & Noble if you can find one out here. And yeah, you could put this on there and just put it on repeat. And that's all I could say because this album was...
I wouldn't necessarily call it a snooze fest.
It's not-
Yeah, like it's not quite there, man. Fifth
Like,
Story
he was
dope,
rapping.
man.
Yeah, he was rapping.
Fifth Story was
Fifth
cool.
Story was sick. Like that shit even caught you by
Hercules was.
surprise, but-
I didn't know how to take in the
Swiss Beats
him
feature.
collabing with Swiss Beats on Hercules, but
Yeah.
that was a dope joint.
I mean,
I like
her,
that.
played out really well.
Her Love is another continuation of I Used to Love Her, which was, I guess,
Yeah,
I'm tired
yeah.
of it.
Like Kelly 47, she left another good
Fifth
impression on
Story.
me.
Yeah, I was saying the
Fifth Story
same
was
thing.
a good, but then it got to the point, me and Martine were talking. We're listening to the album, then we start talking, and we hear this instrumental just keep playing. And I'm thinking, like, Martine changed the fucking album or some shit, and all of a sudden, he starts rapping, and I was like, hold up, this album's still going?
Yeah.
I literally had to look at it like, oh yeah, it's still going.
What track was that?
Honestly, I don't remember. It was one of the long ass tracks though.
Yeah, it
I mean,
was.
Joe Scott was 2 for 2 this weekend because she killed her feature.
Yes, she was.
Oh, it was Show Me That You Love That,
Yeah,
the
with
Jill
Joe
Scott
Scott,
feature. Yeah, that was a long
like at
ass
the
feature.
end, the beat was just
Yeah.
dragging the fuck
Oh, of course.
on.
I mean, it was cool. I knew what.
He didn't have a middle ground.
Nope,
Like,
at all.
yeah, like I mean,
Just kept going.
that's pretty much the gist of the entire
Yeah.
47
Entire
minutes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that was that. And I like the track with Beat of Chicago Kid, which is Forever Your Love, but I just played that little quick sample of the instrumental.
That's pretty much sums up the album.
Yeah.
The entire album.
Like if you have a girl that you want to talk to and shit like that, you want to talk to her, just put this comment on.
just to have something in the background. and
Yeah.
shit, like,
Yeah.
Put it on
Yeah.
and mix with Sir, you get a good playlist. But other than that, that's pretty much all I can say.
That's basically
yeah, that's it.
that's basically it.
The end.
Womp womp.
You want to talk about her, even though we already talked about this shit? I used to know her.
She's starting to irritate me. I'll bring that up.
Well, yeah, her dropped. I used to know her.
One more of these, and I'm gonna start calling her she.
I mean, we talked about this shit like last year. She dropped her EP. I used to know her, part 1 and 2, and we combined it and put it on our Illy Top 50. Illy Top 50, and we put it there. I said if she would have combined them, it would have been the best R&B album of the year. But Yeah, she decided like a year too late, and also it was a Grammy cutoff, so she's probably trying to get a Grammy nomination while she's working on her official debut. So
that's just why I don't like it. It's just like
cash grab, award grab, whatever.
Like I just look at it and I'm like, okay, these were all great songs in 2018.
Yeah, I mean,
all great songs in 2018. Like, why are they showing up and you show up the very last eligible weekend for the Grammys?
Fuck it.
I call it a grab, dude. I'd call it a reach because she's actually reaching for that Grammy, but it ain't gonna happen.
She made full versions of like the interludes on certain songs and shit like that.
It's not just that. I mean,
it's good and all, bro. But
the way she did this, like they took off the first EP as a result of this.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna take off the second one too.
Yeah, like.
I mean, at this point, you might as well.
Might as well. I mean,
it's not a knock on. Again, she's a phenomenal musician, one of the greatest singers out right now.
Oh, definitely.
It's just I don't like these moves coming back to back. You know what I mean? Because she did it with the last
her
joint.
first debut album. Her first debut, her self-titled EP that won a fucking Grammy for Best R&B. Best R&B album, and then she comes up on stage and just says like, oh, "This is an EP."
She says a mixtape, didn't she?
Yes, EP mixtape. That's what she said.
But like the first time, it's like, all right, cool. Like you found a loophole. That's cool. This time, it's like, why'd you need to do it? You could have just dropped the weekend would have stopped for you. Everybody would have stopped what they were doing. Like, and as much as we praise H.E.R's album. The reality is, he might have, for in many years, he probably would have became second fiddle if she dropped a full-length project that was brand new music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she has that.
That's very possible.
She's taking her sweet time. She even said, oh, I'm working on it. Just don't worry on it.
See, that's my thing. I don't mind her taking her sweet time. Just, why this? In the middle of it.
Why not? I mean, I don't know. That's her.
Why not just drop the interlude as a single? You know what I mean?
All the interludes as a single.
Like,
she would have been another EP of full interludes.
Might as well. Once again.
I don't know. If you know, the only thing that's different is that if you look on the if you looked at all the EPs of I Used to Know Her, a picture was fading in. But now if you look at the full I Used to Know Her, it's like the full picture. I don't know what the fuck the picture is. I ain't zooming in on that. But
I think it's of her and her mom.
Probably. But yeah, Vallejo's very own, her.
Yeah, man.
2020, that's when that album's dropping.
It's good. It's again, it's good music. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been performing.
It's good.
She's been performing all the songs.
Yeah.
She's performing all the songs from the EP album. Whatever. What's next? Burna Boy. I
got to Burna Boy, which I'm very upset at myself for going the entire summer without getting to it because a couple people kept stressing it. It's just, you know, you get to a bunch of joints that you're looking forward to or at least pop up on the radar. And of course, when they go to the forefront, this one starts dwindling back on the pages.
Right.
But I finally was able to get to it yesterday, and oh my goodness. Again, I'm mad at myself because I waited this long. It is amazing from top to bottom.
Well, when did it come out?
I think this came out in June, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, shit.
June or July. So it's been out for a while. He's got a who's who featured on here. I mean, Georgia Smith, Jeremiah, Damian Marley,
nice,
Future, YG,
nice.
So yeah, it's not like he's
what label is he on?
Atlantic.
Nice.
I believe he's Nigerian too, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, forgive me.
He black as fuck.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
No, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, he's black. So,
but anyways, anybody. I mean, he starts off African Giant. It's like you know where it's going from there. It's a great opener. Anybody and Pull Up are really the joints that, if you want to try to describe this album, you send people to those. But really, you want to keep Gum Body in the tuck, which is the one with Georgia Smith. You really want to keep that one in the tuck, just kind of surprise them. Like, nah, listen to those two first, then get to this one, because that is. You want to talk about a song that's perfection? That is goddamn perfection.
Shit.
For some, they're probably not gonna like it. Just because of the simple fact that he is from Africa, and so his pronunciation, you know, For those that bitch and complain about mumble rap, they're probably gonna do the same thing with this because of his accent, and then he also has some the dialect.
Wasn't Burna Boy in the Lion King soundtrack too?
Yeah, yeah. So those might be held against him. To those, I just say y'all are dumbasses because good music is good music no matter what the language is. If you can bounce and ride and have a good rhythm and just groove to it, it's awesome. It's phenomenal. I had no problem with the certain areas where it sounded, because it does sound like mumbling, but then you gotta remember it's an accent.
Yeah, and he speaks a different language too.
Different language. So you get past that, it really reminds me of was it Bad Bunny or J Balvin, which whichever one dropped the album.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny,
Bunny.
was the one for
Yeah.
me anyways.
It's just like that, where it's like, you're probably not going to understand more than 90% of it, but I dare you to say that motherfucker ain't hitting. You know what I mean? Like,
seriously.
it hits.
It's not hitting. I just want to say that.
You full of shit.
You're mad at Busby when it comes to
I'm mad because I want English. Nothing against it. It's just not my cup of tea.
shit. Wait till you go to fucking Costa Rica.
I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica, man. I've listened to those fucking.
Bad Bunny ain't got nothing to do with Jamaica.
No, we're talking about like Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
See, I had a joke.
The
but I'm
Dominicans
gonna
and
leave
shit.
that alone. Anyway, that's what's up.
But yeah, that was good. And then my last one I didn't put on here, but I listened to Joell Ortiz drop. He dropped his album Monday.
No,
oh shit, that's right. I forgot
he
about
dropped
that
it
one.
today. I thought it was just a.
No, he dropped it over the
It
weekend.
actually came out over the weekend.
Oh wow! Because when I looked at it on Friday, it was just a few tracks, but the whole album. Oh.
No, yeah.
Wow.
12 tracks. Mature Joell Ortiz. I mean, his kids are teenagers now. He's married, so.
Post Slaughterhouse.
Post Slaughterhouse. He can still rap his ass off.
Huh.
Sounded good hearing it on a Monday, too. It's a nice joint to start your week off.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to that. I did not know you dropped.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Big Crit was on there. He gave him a hook. I don't know if he produced the track, but he at least
Did it
gave him a
sound
hook.
like it? Did it sound like some?
It could. I didn't look at the credits.
Plus, you know, I mean, when they work with other artists, they try to fit their style, you know, as far as producers and
that's
shit.
true. Well, it's been kind of, and we're getting to that point now. Grammy cutoff was off. So another thing I'm mad about right now. I'm going to say this right now, man. Y'all failed Rhapsody, man. That shit irritated me. I actually went out and bought the damn album for Eve because I thought I really liked that damn album. I looked at the Billboard charts. I actually hits Daily Double, and I just wanted to see because Taylor Swift sold all them units. I saw who else fucking dropped. Who else dropped? Gucci. Jeezy sold a couple units and shit.
Jeezy was like what, third?
Yeah, somewhere around there. And I just kept scrolling because I just want to know what Rhapsody. I was thinking maybe she's going to be at maybe 7, 10, 15, 20.
No.
She didn't make the top 50. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
I'm not surprised by it. I mean,
That was
Layla's
just-
Wisdom was Grammy nominated and it didn't do major numbers.
But did it get on the top 50 at least?
I don't even remember if it did.
Man, that's...
She's never been an artist where she's
I know.
broken through and it's translated to Billboard
I
success.
get it, but it's just like all
Seriously.
that hype, all that shit. Like I'm like you getting all these other rappers co-signing you and shit like that, and you couldn't even get on that shit. And everyone is always talking about, especially women that talk about female rappers, female MCs, and how much we should support them, and how we should stop talking about the whole pussy and hot girl summer type of raps and shit, and get into some real rap shit. And this woman, I'm not even call her a woman, this MC dropped a real good album that showcased powerful black women, and y'all didn't support it. Because if this was fucking Beyonce that did this type of shit, y'all be like, oh my God, this is so great. This is so great for black women. Ah!
That's honestly why I don't talk hardcore hip hop with women I don't know. I gotta know.
No offense, women.
I don't give a fuck. They could take it for offense. You put me in the same boat as Dave Chappelle. I don't give a fuck. But it's I mean, you spend your whole time bitching and complaining about the representation of hip hop.
Yeah.
And here's a woman who
Is hip hop.
to the core.
To the
Seriously.
core.
Puts an album out that's all 16 tracks are named after 16 individualized women.
Yeah.
Even if one of them is a character, it's still based on an actress that portrayed the character.
Yeah.
Right. Latifah. You know what I'm saying? So here she is and does all this. It's flawless from top to bottom. And more men were talking about this album than women were.
That's the saddest part about that.
Add that shit up.
So,
More men were talking about this than women.
It's the same thing when women, say, oh, the WNBA players should be paid equal. And you're like,
Why?
hey,
Y'all don't
no, it's
watch
not even,
it?
it's not even why. It's just, oh, so what team do you like? Oh, I don't know. I don't really watch it. All right, for sure. I got it. I got it. Don't say no more.
God damn. Oh, that shit irked me because it was such a great album and she deserves the best. So,
You understand my vibe with my problem with Def Jam now?
Shit. Bro, that ain't got shit to do with
I ain't got
that.
shit to do with Def Jam.
Hey, because if Cardi B was on there, Def Jam would have rode that motherfucker to number one. Let's face facts, fam.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about the marketing.
Yeah.
If Cardi B was on that shit, if Megan Thee
That shit
Stallion
would
was
have
on
been,
that shit,
that shit would have been plastered. Every time you go to YouTube, it would have been a fucking ad. Every video you started.
Nicki Minaj was on the Rhapsody.
Come on now.
Instagram,
If Nicki Minaj was
stories,
on Rhapsody's album, it probably they would have pushed it a little bit more. If any of those, if the top three, the three-headed monster, you got, Nicki, Cardi, and Megan. If any of those three were probably on the album, they probably would have paid attention to it. But
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it was funny too because I didn't read Yo's one listen review until like towards this past weekend. And I made remember I said on the show last episode, it was this is pretty much the hybrid of lemonade and Pimp a Butterfly. I read Yo and those are his exact words, like it's like a mix of that, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. So other people are receiving it the exact same way, and here we go, not even cracking the top 50. So y'all literally just sleeping on art that could possibly change the world. That's why
that's boring.
That's why
That's
that's why I get what you were saying about the NFL, but and all that stuff that Jay was doing. But to see Rhapsody's name on that was actually a silver lining to me. It may be the smallest silver linings, but the fact that she actually got recognized for that's big. It wasn't Cardi B. It wasn't Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion that put on. It was Cardi.
It's not like
it was,
you're just trying to
Rhapsody.
get traction and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you actually got someone with substance.
Exactly.
yeah, that just left a bitter taste in my mouth. Y'all gotta do better, women. Do better.
Really, because again, it's
Music-wise.
Again, all I see it, I see
swear
it
to
all
God.
across social media. Y'all sleeping on this. Y'all sleeping on her. Y'all sleeping on her.
But y'all listen
okay,
to
what's up
fucking
with Rhapsody? Oh, I don't like her. She be way too, she this that. All right.
Y'all listen
She's
to
too lyrical.
Yeah.
Y'all listen to Sweetie. Y'all listen to fucking City Girls. But that's the type of mind frame y'all get. Y'all want to be fucking ratchet and fucking whatever.
Support Rhapsody.
Yeah,
that's
support Rhapsody, man. Support good
Serious.
music.
I blast
man.
that out. So of course I bought the album, but I stream it every day on any of the streaming platforms. Just that way,
That shit
support.
really,
Yeah,
that
I'll
shit
say,
really
man.
irked me. That shit really irked me. Like, that's some bullshit. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I understand, but if my expectations were for her to be in the top 10, I would.
I wasn't expecting the top 10, but at least I don't care where
was
she
a long
was
shot.
I would
at.
have liked to have seen that though. You know what I mean?
I would have
But-
loved to see
yeah,
it,
no,
but my
definitely.
expectations
But,
based on
yeah,
Layla's
just
wisdom
like,
was.
nah.
I wasn't saying the top
Yeah.
10. I was expecting just be on
I'm
Billboard.
about to look up what Layla's wisdom did first week.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just not even in the top 50. Really? I reread it like numerous times just to make sure I was not tripping. And I'm like, no, I'm not tripping.
You gonna be mad at this one?
Well, where was she?
Yeah, Layla's wisdom was what technically our number 3 album of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
her highest peak in 2017 was 125.
Ooh, shit.
That's the highest she got on the Billboard 200.
Yeah, at least it was in the at least it was in the 200s. Shit.
Yeah,
bruh.
But-
125.
125 for an
Wow.
album that had let's
Kendrick
go
Lamar,
through the
had
features.
Busta Rhymes, had fucking Black
Anderson
Thought,
.Paak.
Anderson .Paak,
What was the BJ Chicago Kid?
Chicago Kid.
Music Soul Child.
Soul Child.
Singing Music Soul Child, not the
Uh-huh.
rapping motherfucker with the crown.
Yeah.
West Coast cats will know Terrace Martin. I mean,
Yeah, the who's who on that album,
Yeah.
man.
Same players that were on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Almost, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Damn shame. Y'all need to do better, hey, people. She deserves better. Anyway, Usher and Justin Timberlake decided to be a main topic on Twitter, last week.
I didn't even realize it was till after I put the. I
How
just
did
be
you
I just
see
be
it?
thinking about the right shit.
How did you were thinking about it?
Well, I
randomly?
was thinking because I was trying to go through who the next playlist should be. And that one I'm not gonna say who it was because that'll be this week's. But I was like, I don't think this goes well right after the hyphy one. I was like, I ain't done an R&B in a while. So I was going through all my lists and I was like, wait, I didn't make an Usher one yet. I was like, all right, that's easy. Let's do that right now. So I did it. And then it dropped and I'm promoting it. And then all of a sudden I see you tweet and you did a fucking poll about confessions against
Future Sex Love.
Sound. So I'm like,
Shit.
where'd that come from? Because I saw Jason hit you up like, why are we asking this question?
See, the
So then
reason
I went
why-
to Twitter, so I was like, oh, he was talking cool. I was on the right path.
You're on the Usher path.
Yeah.
My mom cannot pronounce Usher's name for shit. She
Ush.
said Usher. I said, no, mommy. Ush. She said Ush, then So say it together. Usher. Okay. I like, okay.
It's Usher, man. Come on.
Usher.
Usher, baby.
Usher.
Usher, baby.
Usher. Shit.
Well, I mean, he's from Atlanta, so it's Ursh.
She's from here. Well, whatever. Her ancestors from fucking Louisiana.
It's
so
either
whatever.
or. I accept either or. I'm not
Usher.
mad at it. I mean, in the songs he says Ursh, so you know.
He really does.
Usher,
man, so,
baby. Yeah. Anyway, the reason why this product, I don't know. I guess they started talking about the comparisons between Usher and Justin Timberlake's careers and shit like that, and who has the better career, who had like the better like longevity and shit like that. And it was a pretty good debate. And I was just like, because everyone was talking about Future Sex and Love, so I was thinking about what are their strongest albums. And I think it was 8701 versus Future Sex Love Sound. I was like, that's fucking stupid. I was like, it needs to be
stupid ass.
Yeah, if it was justified in 8701, that would be a good one, maybe.
That is a stupid ass debate to have on those albums, but alright,
yeah,
whatever.
So then after that, I was like, fuck it, let's do. It was just like it was in the middle of the fucking poll. It was in the middle of the fucking the debate.
Right.
So I just was like, okay, let's see how this goes. So Future Sex Love Sounds versus Confessions, and of course Confessions won. But because personally, I like Confessions. Don't get me wrong, that's like Usher's best work, but. There's something about Future Sex Love Sounds with Justin Timberlake, man. That album is literally like perfection for me. Produced by fucking Timberland and Danger. We gotta add Danger on that shit. Mm-hmm. And from top to bottom, that was Justin's sophomore album because he took a long time. He was on some Michael shit. He waited 4 years to drop Future Sex Love Sound because he wanted that perfect sound.
His whole discography until he got to Man in the Woods was 4 years.
4 years. No, 2020 was like forever. That day was like what? It was like
wasn't that 2010 or was
2013? 2020 was 2013.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, he took a long. That's when he was doing he was doing movies and shit like that. I remember getting so pissed off every time I watch a movie trailer and see Justin Timberlake like, you motherfucker, get your ass back in the studio. I was like, man, fuck you trying to better your career, man. Get your ass back in the studio.
Trying to diversify.
Diversify and get your checks up and shit. Fuck wrong with you?
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. But yeah, man, I was kind of just but Future Sex Love Sounds, that shit was just like mwah. Now Confessions, we're getting to the 15-year anniversary of it, and great album.
That's a classic album.
Classic, same with Future Sex.
Well, nobody detested it.
Yeah, I know.
That's classic. It's just we're in the 15-year anniversary on Confessions, and I mean Confessions. Look, Future Sex Love Sounds changed the game in terms of R&B, in terms of production and sound. Like it changed how the direction you could go to when in a time where R&B was kind of in a weird phase.
Very weird.
Now I would call it the final days phase because now it seems like R&B isn't R&B without.
We still talking about Future Sex or Confessions right now?
Yeah,
because I was gonna say this right here. Love Stone / I Think She Knows is the greatest music art of our time. That is the greatest piece of art I have ever heard. Period. I don't know what to push.
Yeah, I'll still go with Summer Madness.
Summer Love.
No, Summer Madness. Cool in the Gang. That's the greatest piece of art.
I thought you meant on the album, but you know what I mean. That song is literally perfection. From how it was produced, how the record was like breaking down, and it evolved into the fucking. I don't know, that white people shit on the second half. No, that shit was great. That was great music.
Yeah, from that standpoint, it's amazing. What people fail to remember about Confessions, though, was that really opened up the door for a very mainstream, very popular R&B singer to touch on topics that were very taboo at the time. Mm-hmm. Nowadays it's easy to talk about side chicks.
Yeah.
That was not the case way back when.
Right.
They had, and even in songs that our parents grew up on, Me and Mrs. Jones, you couldn't really come out and say we were it was we have a thing going on. It wasn't talking about we're fucking type deal.
Yeah.
No, in this one, Confessions Part 2, it's she's 3 months pregnant and she's keeping it.
What was worse?
You know what I'm saying?
Confessions 1 or 2. I cheated on you. Yeah, that's the first part.
But hang on.
Hold on. It gets worse.
The video was even funnier. Watch this. You ready? Imagine the girl just sitting there like, wait a minute. What do you mean, watch what? Why are you dimming the lights? Tell me, baby. Why you dimming?
Oh, shit.
Shit, why are you dimming the lights?
Yeah. Shh. You thought that was bad. Well, I just got a text message.
What a text message?
Shh. Bitches bucket.
Watch this. You know how to confession. Why are you singing right now?
I remember it was a moment because the nigga was in the video and he's just sitting and he's spinning his wedding ring. You know what I'm saying? Like just
like what? I fucked up, man. I remember in my fucking drama class, I reenacted the Usher when he slid on his knees and shit. I fucked up my knees doing that, yep.
Every nigga that I know has tried it, has fucked their shit up.
I did it straight, because it was like some improv shit. I was like, what can I do? And all of a sudden, she's like, get away from me. I was like, ah!
You slid like Usher and screamed like Michael.
And it wasn't even on no sliding shit. It was on some carpet shit. Oh, yeah, that hurt. But it was worth it.
No, but I again, back to the actual songwriting and the content. Like, I remember that being a big break for Brian Michael Cox. You know what I'm saying? Like urban. I don't even like. This is how so far evolved we've come. Now we recognize it as, hip hop culture. Back then they didn't know how to describe black R&B, so they just called it urban.
Yeah. So when on the original version it ended after Do It To Me, or Can You Handle It?
It ended after, I believe, Take Your Hand. I think that's where it ended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's when the fucking...
Because there were like 4 or 5 bonus tracks.
Yeah, no, that's why I get mad about they don't have the original version up, not with the Confessions interlude. They have the Confessions song that took out the Stevie Wonder harmonica. I don't know why they did that shit. You remember that?
Yep.
Like, why did they take that out? That was
sample.
It was a sample?
Right. Most likely if they took it out.
Because Stevie, that was like a whole new... Because he was going with the beat and everything.
Yeah.
Or maybe Stevie just said, I don't want to be attached to that shit.
I mean, Stevie attached to a lot of shit, so I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
know. Something clearly happened.
Anyway, the songwriting, Brian Michael
But yeah, I mean, he was well known within the black community as a writer. Mm-hmm. Like, working with Brandy and who's who within the black community. It seemed like this album propelled him with the height of I don't even remember if he co-wrote the song, but it was just the fact that he was attached to a project that had on it and introduced and transitioned into Burn, which he smoked. One of his best written songs to this day.
Here's a trivia for you people. Burn was supposed to be the first single from this album.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be the first single, but somehow, somewhere it got on a mixtape or they sent it to DJs and shit. And DJs started spinning it in the clubs. They started spinning it on the radio. And come on, it was around when Lil Jon and Ludacris was like literally the biggest thing in radio at the moment. And you mixed in Usher and some.
They were like 3 years removed from Welcome to Atlanta. So the fact that, they came back and now they have Usher.
And Lil Jon was at his peak at this moment. And
remember, that motherfucker had Ice Cube. Yeah. Even though he wasn't he wasn't signed, they...
Yeah, they was killing shit.
Yeah.
So that's
real nigga roll call.
Yeah. They had the video ready for Burn and everything, and then after that the label said,
No.
You do Yeah. And the rest is history. That was his biggest single.
But
Still
I remember,
getting played in the clubs.
So Brian Michael Cox was one. Sean Garrett, which, he...
Oh, shit.
He wrote so he got his shine there. Q Smith, another one that people became familiar with.
Y'all know what this is.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Jermaine Dupri. I was more so going on guys that kind of, their names became public.
Popular after.
I mean, Andre and Vidal, the production duo, they kind of got their names off of this. And then he brought back Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis for Truth Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And then he brought him back again for Simple Things.
Simple Things, that's an underrated
And then that's
record.
what it's made for.
That's what it's...
Robin Thicke had a writing credit on Can You Handle It?
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, there was a lot of people attached to this that the phones were buzzing after this album dropped.
This was a great... and it sold like how much million? Like 200 million, 100 million this first week?
It sold...
They didn't make
first
200
week?
million.
It was 200 million.
No, hell no.
Wait, what?
Hell no, that's Michael numbers. Hell no.
No.
It sold like a lot, like a million. I know it sold 1 million first week. I know that for a fact.
I'm about to pull it up right now. Critical reception.
Critical. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Yeah. Basically.
I know it was a million.
Well, it debuted at number 1. That's
I
all
know
it's
it
telling me
debuted
right
at number
now.
1. I know.
Thanks a lot, Wikipedia. Okay, here we go.
1.1 million copies
There
his
you
first
go.
week.
1.1.
So it was one of the million
the
sale.
Millionaire Club.
Yeah. And then overall it went
super quadruple platinum
across the world. Mm-hmm. It sold over 20 million.
Yeah, that was his biggest. That was
alone
Usher's.
Here it was diamond.
I don't know why Usher doesn't do like no fucking anniversary concert and perform that whole album in its entirety.
He's probably waiting for the 20-year anniversary.
Probably. He could have did that for the 10-year. It's 15 years. He could have did it. He can still do it. But anyway.
He's busy. He's taking pictures and they got...
Of his what?
Confessions 2 up on the board with Dupree and Brian Michael Cox there.
I don't know. After Confessions, that's when Usher kind of started musically, dropping off just a bit. Here I Stand, I still like that album.
I would say he was still strong. It was just, you gotta understand, like, that's like saying Michael Jackson fell off after Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what it was. He didn't fall off. It was
and shit.
I mean, how can you how can you compare that to that's what they consider your masterpiece? You know what I'm saying?
Here I stand, and then it was Raymond versus Raymond.
Raymond vs. Raymond was a great fucking album. I still stand by that to this
Looking
day.
for Myself. I couldn't,
Before we get to Looking for Myself, I always go to the Versus EP.
But I'm looking at it right now, and it says Raymond vs. Raymond, and then the Versus EP can combines with fucking Raymond
because they re-released that as the deluxe version and added those songs on there.
Yeah.
But even with that EP, he still had like 5 joints that went to the top.
Baby. That was when he was still...
Lay You Down, DJ Got Us Falling in Love, the Hottie Toddy joint with Jay.
Hottie Toddy?
Yeah.
That record?
Yeah. That did numbers.
No, I remember. It wasn't even a single. It was just, that's when...
No, it was a single.
They made it a single?
Yeah, these are singles from Versus.
Oh,
DJ Got Us Falling in Love, Hottie Toddy, and Lay You Down.
Oh, they didn't do a video for Hottie Toddy then.
Nah.
Looking for Myself. Which one's Looking for Myself? Yeah, that fucking one. That's when he started falling off. And then it was Hard to Love. Yeah, that was the title exclusive. We're pushing the anniversary of that album.
That wasn't, was it?
Hard to Love.
The first time I listened to that was on Apple Music.
Hard to Love?
Yeah, I was on the plane from... I was on the plane going to... I forgot who we were playing that year.
At first, it was a title exclusive, and then after that, I think like a few days later, it went to all the streaming services. I remember this. This is back during the streaming wars when everything was exclusive. It was exclusive on Tidal for a minute. And then, album was available for online streaming, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exclusively through Tidal.
Oh, shit.
On June 16th, it was released worldwide.
Yeah.
And then there was A.
Then it was,
Yep.
I blame you. Y'all should blame us for that. We summered that.
I don't blame me.
Me and you
You
fucking
take
talked
responsibility
about
for that. I ain't doing it.
But we both talked about it.
That's fine. I ain't
We
got nothing to do with
summered
that, though.
We summered it, and then it was like, what the fuck was that?
You can be responsible for that. I'm not taking responsibility for that.
You don't want to running from your problems.
Walking away from that shit.
Yeah, like, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah. But,
All I did was just bring it up, and he popped up out of nowhere, and the rest is history. Like,
yeah. I don't know why he doesn't want to go back to that shit. I don't know why it says I don't trust Wikipedia too. They just put Confessions 2. They put Confessions 2, even though Confessions Part 2 is on Confessions Part 1, the album.
No, that's a picture that Usher actually put up.
No, but on Wikipedia it says for studio albums it says Confessions 2.
No, I know but the picture that Usher put up with Jermaine Dupri and Prima Cox, it said Confessions 2.
Oh wow!
Like that was just recent. That was this year.
Yeah, so he really means that shit. Sequels, I
All
guess.
right.
So anyway,
Whatever.
yeah. So he kind of just went down, and I think that's when the whole Justin Timberlake Usher comparison, like versus each other, go. I remember, I don't know, did I say that? I said that. It's kind of crazy because I remember watching his Michael Jackson video Vanguard performance with Justin Timberlake, and I was thinking to myself, that could have been you, Usher. Because you should have had
I'm
this
still
shit.
taking Usher over Justin.
No. I know
You're talking
that.
about career?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying when I saw that performance, I was like, this should have been you, Justin. Like, what? Because this was about that time period when, like, none of the music was hitting for Usher. That's when he went to that EDM shit, and then he was doing all that fucking techno shit. And I'm like, what are you doing, Usher? I know it was a phase back then, but then when that shit faded out, I was just like, okay, go back to your R&B. And then before that fucking Looking at Myself shit, he had like, what's it called? Good Kisser, and then that joint with Nicki, those 2 records. I was like, okay, you getting somewhere. And then all of a sudden they just said,
No.
That was RCA. That wasn't him.
but still, I said they. I'm talking about the label.
No, that was RCA.
And then they just...
No, that's the picture that just got put up this year. If you look closely, I'll have to find one that zoomed in.
I remember seeing
Confessions
that.
2 is what's written on the board. That's why people are bringing that up.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. With Justin and Usher, I love them both equally. So that's just how I look at it. Usher's a legend. Justin's a legend. They both have classic albums, and that's just that.
Yeah.
Personally, I go to Future Sex because I like that album a little bit more. Confessions is still a great album, but that's all I can really say.
Damn, how you just gonna do that to Janet?
Man, shut up with that shit. Why doesn't he get over that shit, man? Usher's the one that cheated on his girlfriend on this fucking album. And
That was Jermaine Dupri.
Whatever.
He was singing Jermaine Dupri's life. They came out and admitted that. That's been well documented that Jermaine Dupri was his story in Confessions.
Whatever the case, man.
That's the beauty of the marketing that they did around this album. They hit that shit for a long time to make it seem like it was him.
They were thinking the whole shit was about Chili.
Yeah,
Chili,
until after it started slowing down, then that's when JD's like, "Yeah, it's about me," and then people went back and re-listened to it.
Like, you dirty son of a...
And then his prize after that, Janet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah. Right back to Janet. You gonna do Janet like that? Oh my God, man. Y'all need to get over that shit, man. She apologized. She moved on. Justin apologized and moved on. They're great. Get the fuck over it. Anyway, y'all watch Netflix? Of course y'all watch Netflix. Travis Scott, straight up!
Give me a hell yeah!
Yeah, that's pretty much sums up his fucking fans. His fans are fucking crazy, man. Anyway,
It's not like it's new though.
No,
We've been saying that.
I know we've been. I'm telling the people that.
We've been telling the people
Well,
that.
it's kind of like nice to remind y'all. Anyway, Travis Scott dropped his documentary, his music documentary. Look, Mom, I can fly. Best way to say it.
It's a good title.
Yeah, I don't know why he called it that, but whatever. And it's pretty.
I mean, it's literally like look, Mom, I can fly. Like I can go as high as I can. Symbolically. That's
anyway, like I was saying,
why are you against shit that's symbolic? I've noticed that about you. You're always against stuff that's symbolic because you can't physically see it and touch it, so you just write it off. Like
anyway, like I was saying, Look, Mom, I Can Fly is a documentary that shows Travis Scott, and it shows behind the scenes footage of him creating Astroworld, the tour, Stormy giving birth and shit like that.
No, that is the birth of Stormy, not Stormy giving birth.
Oh, my bad. Kylie
gave birth to Stormy.
My bad. That's kind of just like
that's no.
Stormy's birth,
yes.
Like when she was born and shit like that, and he had that little crazy look on his eye when he was looking at the ultrasound. That little look he had when he was just I don't know. That was kind of weird. They were showing him recording Astroworld, the tour, and it was really interesting looking at that shit, seeing how much he really appreciates his fans. He really he interacts with them, and them white boys. 25, like, what's it called? Ages, I don't want to say what age.
The college age.
The teenage, the high school and college.
The upper class
kids.
high schoolers in the college.
Yeah, they love this man. People are saying, Travis Scott saved my life. And I'm just like, someone on Twitter said, Travis Scott saved your life. That's your problem. And I'm like, man, music is subjective, man. Music can save anybody's life. Seriously, the fuck?
Music's not supposed to... That's one thing that's funny. Music's not supposed to hit everybody the same.
Yeah.
Right. If it was supposed to hit everybody the same, then we might as well just wipe out life experiences.
Exactly.
They wouldn't account for anything.
But man, when they were showing footage from the Astroworld tour, just his concerts, period, it looked like a WWE, ECW shit. Fans were literally just getting tossed off Hell in a Cells, falling from stages.
Ambulance having to come in. I'm watching all that shit and I'm like, this is rated G. Like, I've been there twice. I know what this shit looks like. That's a Disney version of that.
That shit was wild. Like fans were just losing their minds. It was just like this is. It got to the point I was watching. This is some old rock star shit I'm watching. That's pretty much what it was. It literally followed his whole months from the release to Astroworld to the Grammys, all the way up to the Astroworld tour and shit like that.
Yeah,
it was funny when they showed the how he was getting ready for the Super Bowl, and it showed how happy he was. And I'm like, he has his family there and all this other. They told you try to stop this. Man, he just wanted to live his moment. He didn't give a fuck. Even though he was up there for fucking, a minute? He was like, fuck it. Shit, I'm here.
Well, that's why I was, I didn't care about... It wasn't just Jay. I mean, it was a lot of people also calling him a sellout. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, same people calling Jay a sellout were also calling Travis Scott a sellout. And all Travis Scott was trying to do was saying, hey, I just want to share the same stage that Michael Jackson
he straight up said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he straight up said that.
And what's wrong with that? Because a lot of people who are bitching and complaining... They don't have to think about and weigh those options. So it's easier for you to call somebody a sellout in that instance. But I've never been for these artists being like, oh, no, you gotta show support. Either you with them, what we're doing or against it. This is their livelihood still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't live the same life we do.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and these are their dreams. I'm sorry that, you stopped living out your dreams when you got that 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But he's still living out his dreams.
Literally. But then he gets so caught up in the world that he kind of just forgets about stuff. Like when he gets to the Grammys, they literally show his reaction when he got snubbed at the damn Grammys.
I loved his reaction. Fucking round of applause for his reaction.
Like first they showed him for Best Rap Song when he lost in a tie to Anderson .Paak and Kendrick or J-Rock for King's Dead. And when they got announced Anderson .Paak won for Bubbling, he just said, him and his boys went, motherfuck, and it just went black. And I'm like, oh, he was pissed.
Looking at that, I actually do feel a kind of way about that now. Like, not the fact that King's Dead was a part of that.
Okay.
It was just that Bubbling took it over sicko mode, and it was like,
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right, like...
I get you.
But I told
Anderson .Paak's an R&B singer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was rapping on that shit, though.
Yeah, but still, it's
I get it. I know what you mean.
it's that merging shit where Drake could win a hip hop song for Hotline Bling. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I remember when the nominations came out, and I was looking at this shit. I'm like, Travis ain't gonna win shit, and I was right on the target with that. When he didn't win for Sycamore, and after that, they were showing him backstage performing at the Grammys and shit, and then he was back there like, "Oh, you're gonna win Best Rap Album," and I was like the Magic Johnson shit. No, you ain't. Like, who was nominated? It was Pusha, Nipsey, Cardi,
Mac Miller, and Travis.
Yeah, he had no chance.
He did have a chance. I mean,
he was there. Man.
Let's not play him out
like,
that he didn't have a chance. He had a chance.
He had a chance, but I just knew it just wasn't going to happen. And then as soon as they announced that, it was fucked up too. They had all the camera people in front of him and everything. And as soon as they announced Cardi, them camera people said, "All right, fuck out of here." And just rushed the stage to get the clips of Cardi. I'm like, damn, that's the industry for you.
But I appreciate his response to it. Like, he cares.
Yeah, he cares.
And that's one thing that people keep bitching about.
Matters.
Yeah, it's one thing these people keep bitching about these artists, and then they make fun of them for it. It's first of again, that's why I don't put a lot of stock in people these days. It's
Right.
like, yo, we need people to care. You got to do this, and then they lose. It's like, oh, you're taking it to heart. Like, you shouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Seriously?
He really gave a fuck. He was happy as fuck when he got nominated. He was legit happy. But at the same time, why don't you show up at the damn at the BET Awards? They gave you awards, but you didn't want to show up. Sycamore won a lot of awards for that. But I mean, that's neither here or there.
Wasn't he on tour?
No, I don't think he was on tour. When
If he wasn't, he was preparing to go on tour. So
either way, he could have still showed up for that. He was preparing for the Grammys. He could have went to that.
That's a lot easier to say when you're not rehearsing getting a fucking roller coaster put into a goddamn
That's
ring.
very true, man.
The judge make time. But anyway, he could have been to that. But that's neither.
I mean, that's
here
like saying
nor
Kendrick
there.
should have made time like this last year. He wasn't there.
What for? Yeah, that
The
was
BET was this year. Kendrick
BET
wasn't there, and I thought Black Panther soundtrack was a part of that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they didn't ask him.
But
to be there.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I know the point I'm trying to make there. It was just like when he had the biggest record of the year at the BET Awards and shit like that. Travis could have been there. That was the whole point I was trying to say. But anyway, it was just quite interesting to see that, and then seeing Kanye show up, just congratulating them and shit. It was also quite funny seeing them like jump for joy when they were doing the whole. Because I guess Drake's verse from Sycamore was literally the last thing submitted for the album, and they were just going crazy over Drake's verse, especially this what's it called?
his reaction was the exact same reaction as everybody's reaction hearing those verses, which was, why the fuck wasn't any of this on Scorpion? Literally, like, his reaction was just based on this
There was the checks over stripes.
Well, yeah,
line
but
that
I'm saying his reaction over the whole, just everything about it, he's like, this is wild. It's the same reaction that everybody had listening to that joint was like, you really spazzed the fuck out on this.
But
Where
you
was
did.
this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
was
that's
thinking about somebody.
that was dope to see that artists have the same reaction that fans do.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he went man.
Right,
And then, but when he heard the checks over stripes line, that's when he was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
that's when
I
he
seen
went.
the clip, man.
That's when he went
He
nuts.
was
and
going
I'm
crazy.
like, and I'm going like, oh yeah, that was considered a Kanye diss. And I'm like,
I mean, yeah, it was, but also, I mean, you got to remember, Travis is signed with Nike. He has a deal.
That's true. I did not think about that.
Yeah,
shit.
so I mean, you add that into there. It makes sense. You
Yeah,
know
it
what I
makes
mean?
sense. Yeah. Well, overall, it was an interesting documentary. I can tell you that.
It was well put together. I liked it. I like the fact that I really like the fact that he talked about the early stages of his life too.
He barely talked about it.
Well, no, he wasn't that he barely. He talked about the fact that his brother is what did his brother have? Not Alzheimer's, and it's shit. What the hell is it?
Autism?
Autism. Thank you. Spoke about how his brother had autism. First fucking scene is in his grandma's crib.
Yeah.
Grandma got featured in there. His parents constantly show up throughout. Like,
It's kind of,
it was fairly
it was
oriented.
cool, yeah.
That's what's up.
But he never. I'm thinking about other documentaries when they're kind of really talking to the camera and opening up about their lives.
This wasn't that though, because he wasn't talking into the camera.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
this
it was
literally
an
all.
interview.
But this
Interview
was
clips.
This was the epitome of a behind the scenes. Right?
Yeah,
It wasn't.
literally.
He wasn't there to sit down and break stuff down. It was literally all the footage behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's
compiled.
what I was kind of expecting. It was just like a Travis Scott album.
And then the ending.
Just enjoy it.
The ending
for what
of
it
it
is.
was the fact that right after the Grammys, he comes back home. He does the big old show for Houston, and then that's when the mayor comes out.
Mayor told him
gives
to slide
the
out.
key
like-
to Houston, and then says, "Because of you, we're gonna try to bring back H.E.R. Now we're in the process of doing that."
And the mayor even told him.
shit.
The mayor even told him backstage, like, don't even get mad about the whole Grammy shit. Like, just keep doing you. And that's all that matters. It kind of coincides with Drake's speech when he won his damn Grammy, saying this shit doesn't matter till they fucking cut his mic off.
Yeah. I mean, it's always easier to say that
when you're winning.
No, it's always easier to say that when you're from the outside looking in. Because you got no dog in the race. You ain't, you know, more than 99.9% of the people in the country will never know what it feels like to be nominated for a Grammy.
Oh, yeah. And he
let
was
alone any other big type
other
award.
So, award,
but I bet you
period.
any award that they were nominated for, they went fucking nuts or were pissed off about not winning.
I mean, these motherfuckers, they get pissed off because they ain't employee of the week. Just because they want the parking spot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
that's exactly what I mean.
Cardi
like,
got nominated for her first
award.
When Cardi got nominated for her first BET award, she was so, I will never forget that, she was so happy for that shit. She didn't care about the Grammy. She was like, fuck, I got nominated for a BET award? And then she won a fucking Grammy.
So I mean,
wasn't that all she wanted?
Yeah,
the BET shit,
and
like,
just at least one song in the Billboard Top 10.
Yeah,
and then the universe awarded her times.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
But what I liked about it was the fact that it was 2 or 3 days after the Grammys when he went back to Houston to do the show. So I mean, of course, he's still feeling it. Like, it's not something you just get over right away.
Yeah, exactly.
He was low key mad.
Yeah,
and it was even fucked up. Like, Travis fans went on Twitter. Other people were going on there going like, I still can't believe Cardi beat Astroworld. And I was like, I can, because Invasion of Privacy was better to us and to the Academy too. So
I understand how it did.
Yeah.
Personally, I still would have loved to have seen Victory Lap have taken it. You know what I mean?
Or
Because I
Daytona.
consider Victory Lap better than Invasion of Privacy, but I understood what was writing on it. She was Atlantic Records. They invested a lot more than they invested in Nipsey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Nipsey was just happy to be there.
I understood it. It's just, you know, I said it when the nominations came out. I wouldn't be mad. Of course, my pick would be Nipsey, but I had a feeling Cardi was going to win. So at the end of the day, I'm not upset about it.
I want to push her to win, but I just knew Cardi. That was Cardi's award. That was Cardi's award, and honestly, it was pretty much all those albums that got nominated besides fucking what's his name. Besides Astroworld, they were better than fucking Astroworld. I'm sorry.
Nah, Astroworld was better than Swimming.
Oh yeah, by a large margin. By a little margin.
Swimming was a good album.
No,
I had
I agree
Astroworld
with
ahead
you.
of that.
Yeah, but Astroworld, like I've always said, it has a great beginning, and then by the midway point, that's when it just slowed down. And then I was like, all right, I'm over this. But anyway.
I think that's what the difference lies in with Astroworld and Invasion of Privacy. Invasion of Privacy obviously has the better records, but Astroworld has the songs that actually connect with people.
Like what?
Like, it doesn't matter where anybody's at. Sicko Mode does something to people wherever they're at when they hear that record. Like,
especially the Drake
that
part.
Does something.
It's the Drake part that really. It's the beginning and then the Drake part.
It's both, fam. Like, it's the entire experience of the song.
It's all the whole.
Yeah, the whole song.
No bystanders.
Yeah.
No bystanders does something to people.
Oh yeah.
I Don't Want to Wake Up does something to people. You know what I mean? Like, those songs. People have certain ties to
like
that,
when I was seeing him interact with his fans, and I was seeing like how he was interacting with them, showing appreciation for them and shit like that. I was like, that's why he sold 500K. Like I was like, I completely understood why he sold that much and he went number one. I completely understood.
Look at the concerts, man. I mean, they go nuts.
Literally,
you know what I mean? They're really invested in Travis Scott and shit.
Invested is a rock star shit, man.
And that's not to say, you know, Cardi didn't make records that, you know, obviously meant something to her core fan base.
Oh yeah, because
it's just
Yellow.
Yeah, it's just that Cardi goes from like literally like one party song or strip song to the next, so it's kind of that's a part of her formula.
Yeah.
Trav kind of reinvents it because he goes from Goosebumps, which is like this slow, like what the fuck is going on. Then Kendrick shows up. So all of a sudden now he gets Drake, and it's just like this 5-minute fucking weird ass experience.
It's just like
it's
like some Bohemian Rhapsody shit.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean. You know.
Yeah, I get it.
He transitions into all those.
And Sicko Mode especially, it's still getting played to this day.
Yeah.
That's a fucking classic ass record.
Yeah.
Except we don't fucking bust our nut like academics when you hear Drake's voice.
Horrible.
Ugh. Anyway, speaking
I'm not even gonna judge him because if I heard Kendrick on the right shit,
you would have.
Not just for over half a bar, dog. You know how I felt about the Nile, like, you know what I'm saying?
Drake didn't spit half a bar.
No, but I mean in the beginning and shit, Drake was on there.
No, I'm saying if there was something in the formula like how Drake did what he did for what he did for Sicko Mode, and Kendrick does something for somebody else in that same manner. Probably flip out too. Like if the features were hidden and nothing was said about it,
That definitely, but what I'm saying, I'm comparing it to the whole academics thing. Like, he fucking literally nutted in his pants on the first part of that track.
Summer's
yeah.
down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he
Nutted
fucking
in his
overdid that
pants.
shit. Like, I would never fucking go that
But I'm in my
crazy.
30s now. I can't say I wouldn't have done it if I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying?
No, I could.
I've done it.
Like, I could.
Shit. I've gotten real excited, like hearing, like, oh shit, like what? Okay, like then you start, okay, like all right,
Yeah.
like
no, I
did I
know
gone
what
to
you're
the
saying,
extreme
bro.
of academic? No, but
But like I
there's
said,
there's levels of excitement that
you
you
ain't
get.
gonna do that shit. Like it, dude. I remember seeing the video of academics. He was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!"
Like he stood, like he literally knocked his
over
computer
4
over.
bars, and then after Drake was done with that part, he was still like shook.
He was shaking.
Yeah, I mean that literally. Like he was shook, bro. Like you know what I mean.
Like
I
he
would.
just heard-
There
like he
is
just
no
heard-
like I said-
fucking moment.
like I said,
that I've ever done that.
Like I said, I get that.
No.
There's just different levels of excitement. Am I gonna go to that level? No.
Hey.
But I have a level of excitement that I would eventually get to in hearing one of my favorite artists.
Like if I hear
pop up on a
Eminem,
record.
if I hear Eminem actually rap his ass off like he's rapping normal, yeah, I'm gonna go like yes, but I ain't gonna do it academic.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
yeah,
gonna do
But that's
it
what I'm saying.
academic
Somebody
shit.
who isn't a listener like us is going to look at you the same way that you're not a Drake fan to the core, or just in general like that. They're going to look
We're
at you
talking
like,
about the academics reaction.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what
honestly,
we meant.
yeah. That's
That's
the only
pretty
thing I'm
much
talking
all
about.
we meant.
I understand. I'm
Like
just
he blew that shit
I get it,
I get
but
it.
that's all we're not going to blow it out of proportion like academic. That's what we meant. Anyway, Kim Kardashian made an announcement because her husband is like on Twitter timeout. Anyway, she announced that Jesus is king. Obviously. But no. I mean, obviously.
See what you did there.
I mean, obviously. But pretty much she alluded that her husband, Mr. Kanye West, is dropping his album. No longer called Yandi because that shit leaked and it wasn't done. And I never put no stock in it off leaked shit. But it's no longer called Yandi. It's called Jesus is King. Pretty much based off all the fucking Sunday service shit. And I don't know how many tracks is on here. It looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tracks. And it's just off the fucking track list. It looks like some gospel shit.
Yep.
September 27th, people. So that's if it happened. I don't put no stock in that shit. You know how Kanye is. He gonna be late as fuck. It's probably gonna drop on fucking October 31st on Halloween.
following Snoop Dogg's new formula, huh?
What?
Dropping a gospel album all of a sudden.
Oh shit.
Please. He's been doing the whole Sunday service shit.
Yeah, Snoop did it first though.
Okay.
Snoop did it in 2017.
That's nice.
Or
But he ain't
2018.
Kanye West. But anyway.
Stop. Time out.
Whoa.
Time out. Stop that.
I
Snoop
just
Dogg
like
is not
saying it.
Kanye
And
West.
Snoop Dogg is not. I mean, yeah, Snoop Dogg and Kanye's not Snoop Dogg. At the same time, it's like because Snoop Dogg, like I've always said, he has done everything. We're not getting to this debate. Anyway,
I was
Pusha T-
trying to understand where you were coming from. 'Cause, like,
Yeah, I was like, did you just put Kanye way the fuck up there?
Yeah, but
Like-
they're both separate. They're both equal in their own way. Anyway, Pusha T's in album mode. I mean, he's always been in album mode. Like he dropped after last week when he dropped Sociopath, which was featuring Cash Doll. It's still a great record. I like that. It's kind of had that Daytona to it. He dropped another record called Come Home that featured, shockingly, oh my God, Lauryn Hill.
Oh my God!
Miss
Okay, it's
Lauryn
happening.
Hill.
Everybody stay calm.
Yeah,
What's
true.
everybody
She was
stay
on time,
calm.
too.
She was on time for once.
I know.
she'll be late to the performance.
Of
for
course,
sure.
yeah. And then get them backing vocals going. Apparently, this according to what I've read, this track leaked. It leaked out somehow, and I guess Pusha T was just like, "Fuck it," and just dropped it.
Try and get ahead of it.
Trying to get ahead of it,
Makes
pretty
sense.
much. Yeah, featuring Lauryn Hill. So, and from the way it's looking like Pusha did an interview with Ebro, and he pretty much said that he's on the 7th track now. Kanye's all over it, obviously. And he said that he is indeed dropping an album this year. I don't believe it. I'm also okay. I see it.
Man, you don't believe shit.
I don't. I have to be in front of my face. When it comes to them, when it comes to that good music camp, I don't believe shit. Kanye has showed history of that, so I'm just like, same with Pusher. What was before King Push? Before Daytona, what was it? Darkest Before Dawn. That was the prelude. It was the King Push prelude and shit.
Yeah.
And after that, he said right after that it was gonna be King Push. Did that happen?
No.
He just released Drug Dealers Anonymous and then another song, and then after that he just disappeared. And that shit. Then he went to fucking, where did he go? Not Montana. What was he? Whoa, goddamn.
Wherever that was.
No, what did they all fly to?
Wyoming.
They went to Wyoming and they just produced Daytona, and then we got Daytona like a year or two later. But whatever, we'll see.
I mean, they got a lot riding on it, so
Yeah, we'll
they
see.
came through last summer, so they're probably gonna gear up for good winter. You know,
Cruel winter,
Good winter.
or cruel winter, or whatever.
just whatever. I mean,
Anyway.
it's up in the air. I like the song "Come Home" with Lauryn Hill. I actually like it more than I like "Sociopath." Like "Sociopath" to me is cool. Mm-hmm. It's just I don't like songs that kind of linger from the last album. You know what I mean?
Like sounds like leftovers.
Not necessarily sound like a leftover. It's just the fact like there's got to be like some kind of difference where it was. This one just sounds like it was kind of like okay here. Like it was just from the session like here like now we're gonna buzz. I would rather prefer something that had nothing to do with those sessions to get ready for something new. But it's kind of like it's like you're trying to bridge the gap that doesn't need to be bridged.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a bad song. It's just "Come Home" feels like the next phase going into that next album.
Yeah,
Sociopath sounding like
a continuation of Daytona.
When probably the next album probably has nothing to do with Daytona. You know,
I really like. That's why I hope he doesn't drop another. If he drops another album, it's another fucking classic. Damn it, Push. Yeah. Like, cause he's 3 for 3 in my opinion. So, that's cool. Also, in good news, he donated $25K to Third Strike Coming Home campaigns.
Yeah, round of applause to him. So that's it's gonna be a partnership between Brittany K. Barnett's Buried Alive project and Me Angel's Cody's The Declaration. So they came together, merged 2 projects to create a birth child or a love child of those 2, and then create this. So the point of all this is to aim to free people serving life in prison because of the outdated 3 strikes law.
Yeah, so good for Push on that shit.
Yeah.
And also, Big Sean, he's creeping. He dropped another track like that same day. Push dropped Sociopath called Berserk.
Yep.
Featuring what's his name? Who was it? A$AP Ferg?
Ferg.
Yeah, he performed at the VMAs and shit. And I don't know, Big Sean he dropped a freestyle on Funk Flex, which was fucking fire. Big Sean is just lingering. I have a feeling that he is going to drop sooner than you think. I don't know when. I don't know how. I'm not no exclusive.
I like how he's moving though, where it's kind of like. He's kind of like the black sheep of good right now, where it's like he's still good, but he's not relying on
Kanye.
the brand. He's
he's
moving on his own.
Well, he's kind of always done that too.
He's always
Yeah,
kind of
I mean,
done that.
that's one of the things that I like about him. Like he kind of just does his own thing.
Yeah, he stands on
his own accord and shit.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, pretty much how Tiger was with what's it called?
Young Money.
It was Young Money. Didn't wait for no fucking Wheezy or Birdman to co-sign shit. Didn't wait for none of that shit. He just did it on his own. He was like the spare. He was like the spare tire for when it was Nicki, Wheezy, and Drake. And after that, Tiger was just a spare tire. Like
He's
if
the
you
fourth
need-
tire.
the 4th tire, yeah. But everyone relied on the first 3 ones. Like at the
Yeah,
Anyway.
he was kind of like that fresh pressure. Like I mean, the thing with it was with Tiger was that Tiger's basically the one that really introduced us to Mustard on a mainstream level.
Yes.
Like everybody on the West Coast knew Mustard because of the mixtapes he would always be a part of, and then YG.
Yeah.
And Ty. But really, the guy that took it to the next level was the what was it? What was the mixtape? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on a lot of this shit right now.
I don't know, somebody.
Bitch, I'm the Man or whatever the mixtape was that he dropped.
Damn it.
But it was you know what I'm talking about.
I know, man. It's killing me.
Mustard was all over that, and then that pretty much propelled him, and the rest was history from there.
Yeah, but Big Sean, I have a feeling he's either gonna drop probably this month, or he's gonna probably drop sometime in October. Who knows? But someone else is dropping in the same day as Kanye. Well, Kanye's dropping on the 27th because he says he is, but I don't believe it.
Allegedly.
But Young M.A., that's for sure.
Yeah.
She's dropping her debut album finally. Her story in the making, not history, but her story in the making. And
I'm excited for this one.
21 fucking tracks.
I don't care about the 21 tracks.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah.
Because she can rap.
Oh, yeah,
So
she
I don't
can.
give a it's not one of those ones where, if Nicki puts out something that's way overstepping its welcome. As much as I praise Cardi, I don't want to hear 21 tracks of Cardi.
And just off
what I'm
this,
saying?
it looks like
But Young
she's-
M.A. spitting, I want to hear that.
And just off this, she's pretty practically there's barely any features. She's carrying this shit.
That's
by
what I'm saying. I
herself.
want to hear this.
Yeah,
See,
and there's like barely any features produced by Mike Zombie, and New York Bangers, whole bunch of other productions. Beethoven, Yeah, this
Amadeus is on here. God damn.
Who?
Amadeus. For those who know, you know.
Who is he?
For those who know, you know. I'll explain after. But
right.
he's dope. Great fucking producer.
Yeah.
How many joints is he doing? 1, 2, 3.
4.
Damn, he got 4 joints. 5.
Yeah, all over this shit.
Dope.
Petty.
I want to hear that.
Hey man, I like young M.A. as a rapper, man. She can fucking spit when she feels like it. Also, yeah, Lil Wayne. We want you to be done after Carter 5, but
No.
he said that the Funeral album that he's working, currently he's on tour with Blink 182. Still random to say out loud, but I
thought he dropped off it.
No, he's still there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got to fulfill that contract.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he says his album, The Funeral, is done. And it's going to come out probably whenever he feels like it. And I did not care about this. You might have cared, but he joined forces with Birdman and Juvenile. Hot Boy's back, I guess.
I care enough
Or
to
at least
listen.
half of them.
Well, it's half of Cash Money Millionaires.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true.
Hot Boys is, Wayne, Juvie, and BG and Turk. I liked it enough to at least listen to it because it was a feature joint. I actually went back and listened to the first Birdman and Juvenile album. It's pretty fucking good.
Huh.
It's
Which
actually
one?
the one that they came out with where I was like, I don't want to hear that. I actually
the
heard
more
this.
recent one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually heard this and I was like, all right, let me go play it. It's actually pretty fucking good. I was actually surprised by it. Like, damn, all
Just
right.
hearing you say that is surprising to
Yeah,
me.
like
you
it
know
was,
what I mean?
it was a good album. I liked it.
Yeah, but they dropped this thing, Birdman and Juvenile. Yeah, they dropped Ride That, and then they took a picture. All three of them took a picture together. And I'm like, aw. Aw.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows solidarity that, Carter 5 is out, so there's really nothing. There's
Nothing to beef about.
nothing
now.
to beef about anymore at this point.
Anyway, Meek Mill's free. I mean, free. Probably talked about it already.
They brought it up, but that was before all this played out actually in court.
Oh, yeah.
He was just at
true.
the cookie store, but a couple days afterwards, that's when legally it became official.
Oh yeah, he pled guilty to possession of the firearm. If y'all seen the Free Meek documentary, y'all will get it. And pretty much in a nutshell, they dropped all the charges. So now he is officially free from the system.
Yeah,
Well, all except one.
the firearm,
The
which
gun
is-
charge.
The gun charge, but
Yeah.
he's pretty much good as of right now.
Yeah.
He's off. There's no more probation. All that shit.
Pretty much all that shit is done. Fucking done, son.
What was it 12 years of nonsense? 12 years of nonsense just to have her, finally taken off the weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, good for him.
That to me, that's bittersweet. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely good for him, but I can't help but think about that. Like, 12 years of your life was bullshit.
Seriously.
Only to have it, finally somebody with fucking common sense looking at it like, wait, we had a rogue-ass, dirty-ass cop that was involved in this, and nobody was willing to look at this and throw this shit out? No, get this out of here.
I had to take some billionaires to get him out of jail.
Yeah.
Billionaires.
It's crazy how that works,
I
huh?
know, right? Yeah, well, Future, I don't know. I saw some shit online with Future dealing with some baby mama drama and shit. I scrolled right past that shit because
I don't believe it
his
because
dick in his pants.
I don't believe it because, first of all, when's the last time you ever seen a baby mama go, Future, I'm just, and actually say the nigga's name in the text message?
You never
Like,
know. Females are
No,
crazy. You never know, man. That niggas, some females are crazy. They like probably call them that.
And some are crazy enough to just want attention, whether it actually happened or not. So,
Yeah, I get that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going off of a Shade Room screenshot until
I just saw
somebody
it.
confirms that shit.
You really think they ever gonna confirm that shit?
Yeah.
He's gonna deny it, and she's gonna say it's true. So at the end of the day, no one's gonna know the truth. But what is the truth is Future's giving scholarships to college students.
There he is. So of course, him and Meek are going on the
Legendary Nights tour.
Yes.
Ain't coming to the Bay though.
yeah, that's a predominantly East and South tour.
I know, right?
So out of the 17 stops, he's going to be giving $2,000 at every single stop to one student. They're also going to get 2 tickets to the show and an I Am Dreamer sweatshirt. There's nothing bad you can say about that. I mean, shit.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Get your books paid for and get to go see a show and you get a hoodie out of it.
Good for
Ain't
him.
nothing wrong with that.
There you go.
There you go. Anyway, Royce the 5'9" is still speaking up for M. Lord Jamar, whatever. He talks to fuck. If y'all don't know, Lord Jamar, what rap crew was he in?
Brand Nubian.
Brand Nubian, yeah. He always goes to fucking DJ Vlad, and they always talk about random shit, and he always brings up Eminem, and Lord Jamar just has an erection for dissing Eminem, saying...
Did he say anything about Brand Nubian in his career?
No.
To, like, spark this?
No.
Because I'm like, I've seen this over and over again, and I'm like, what?
Seriously.
What started all this?
All that happens is that Vlad kind of brings up M, and Lord Jamar just says, real niggas don't listen to Eminem. And that's pretty much what he's been saying for the past few years. Niggas don't listen to M. You're too white. You're too this. You're too that. Blah, blah, blah. You're corny. That's all he keeps talking about. And Vlad just asked Lord Jamar, and he'll just diss him. And it's been going on for years. That's why M roasted him on Kamikaze, and people just tell Lord Jamar, like, dude, just...
I mean, if he's going off of a definition of a certain demographic, he's not wrong, because you kind of are hard-pressed to hear an Eminem track blast in the actual hood. So from that aspect, like, all right, he's not wrong, because I ain't really heard of anybody in the hood blast Eminem like that. But in terms of, that's like Faison Love saying black people don't, well, at the time it was seen as crazy, but recently now it's actually looking like, yeah.
He said, if y'all, man, Big Worm said that black people didn't think Dave Chappelle was funny until season 2. I still will never forget that shit. Anyway, yeah, Royce the 5'9" goes on Instagram, and he pretty much just goes on, wasn't even IG Live, IG, what's the long form IG story?
TV?
IGTV, and just does a whole little promo on Lord Jamar and said, yeah, you're trash. Pretty much what he said in a nutshell. And Lord Jamar sent a subliminal. Eminem posted some shit. Like, he posted some shit, and I feel something's coming. And I saw a rumor going somewhere that M's gonna drop a record where he's going at Vlad and Lord Jamar, and it's produced by Street the Runner, same guy who was on Kamikaze. And I'm kind of like, okay.
I don't even want that to happen, man.
I don't want what I really feel what it is, that's just a rumor, alleged. But I know what really is going on, because M dropped that tweet, and I feel it corresponds with WWE, because their 2K series is coming out soon, and there was that rumor that Eminem is going to do the soundtrack to 2K20, and it's going to be the track, so that's probably what it's going to be.
If that's the case, then by all means go for it.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't want to hear Eminem going at Lord. It's like, for what?
He already talked about him on Kamikaze, man. He already mentioned him and then moved on. So... I hope it just stays in the vault. Please, Em, I don't want to defend this.
Because we're going to put you in front of this microphone. You're going to have to defend it if it happens.
I'm just going to stay silent and go to the next topic. Speaking of this topic, I've been thinking about this for the past few weeks. But Marshall Mathers, Paul Rosenberg, will any of y'all niggas at Shady Records, y'all need a copyright stand. Because it's getting to this point now where Stan is literally in the fucking dictionary now. And now I'm looking at everyone's saying Stan as, Stan's the new fan now. No one says fans no more. Just Stans.
I believe they thought about it. They tried to do it. And the lawyer way back in the day was like, you don't even waste time. You're just going to be paying me for nothing. I really think that's what happened. I don't think that M was that negligent to realize that how Stan took off. And I think they legit went to the lawyer's office and was like, well, what's the realistic chance that we get this in our favor? And the lawyer looked at him and was like, you know how many motherfuckers that we have to actually go through to see if you were the first person to call a person Stan that wasn't named Stan?
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. And to that it's...
I mean, Cardi B couldn't even get that Okur shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But
if she can't get Okur, why is M going to get Stan? That's a name.
I'm just saying it's also a song. But I'm just saying it's just crazy seeing online. 'Cause I saw my boy, he saw this tweet from Tidal saying with Lil Uzi Vert, and it said "We Stand," and I was like, this is just so crazy. A song about a 19-year-old deranged fan that killed his pregnant girlfriend in the trunk of his car is now a verb for appreciation for an artist. That's fucking wild.
Is it appreciation or is it like?
A stand
overkill.
Yeah, it's like almost deranged.
That's the whole point. But they say
extent, you know what I mean?
but we stand. Like no, you do know who Stan is.
It's like, no, you don't stand.
It's not mine. You don't want to be like.
You were just trying to cancel Dave Chappelle for
all of a sudden.
No, but I'm just saying in general, because now I'm looking on MTV and other little news stations at the VMAs. They had Stan Cam, and I'm like, Stan Cam, huh? And ain't getting no money off that. And another, I think it was on VH1 or some other spot that said, oh, this is a Stan fandom of the week or some shit, like Stan of the week or some shit. I'm like, Stan of the week? I'm like, ain't getting paid off this? And like, it was just, that's just wild off his legacy. Y'all say M has no impact in the culture, but he literally made a song become a verb. That's wild.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just feel he needs to copyright that shit. He needs to make some money off that shit.
I mean, again, we don't know if they
Who knows?
tried or not. I mean,
I know, but it's
because the thing of it is like,
enough.
I mean, the thing of it is like Martine and I were trying to explain is that, again, you could have one random person who comes in and they have documented it on video with the old VHS shit. We've been calling our friend Stan because he's just a monotone ass motherfucker, and they would have just as much of an argument as M would, because it's something that they would be trying to trademark. It's like, no, I actually was using that before.
I guess.
So then it becomes this big ass legal battle that's for what?
Yeah,
a fucking name.
Word. Well, yeah, a word. My likeness, my
going around
name.
in circles,
You know what I'm
spending
saying?
money, fucking wasting time.
I get it. I get that, but it's becoming too big. It's like bigger than the damn song, and it's like losing its damn meaning of it. I'm just like,
No, I know, I get it, but
wow.
then what then happens to the protocol if you want to name your kid Stanley and then call him Stan later? Like, you got to give Emma fucking proceed to that. You know, they're going to bring all of that into effect.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, people done that shit before.
You
Taylor
done lost
Swift
your
tried
mind now, man.
Taylor Swift tried to fucking do that shit. She be trying to copyright shit.
She be trying to do all kinds of shit.
I know, but it
Does it
just
ever work out?
Hey, she killed this whole fan. She told her own fan base to take down videos of them dancing to her song at a reception, like that shit, and took it down and give back and take out all evidence of that shit. Taylor Swift's curlers were just crazy, but when it comes to M, I don't know. When it comes to the whole,
I can't take nobody serious that is crying because they put themselves in a bad position, couldn't get their masters. So
Yeah, seriously.
what? Oh no, the Taylor Swift shit. No, I was talking about when she told fans to take her fucking videos down and shit. Oh, that shit's karma for Taylor Swift.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that, like, I mean, she only got so much power. She don't even control her own masters. So, the fuck that say?
Yeah, I know. Hope she got her masters for her new album.
How you control everybody else,
Sold
but
a
you can't control yourself?
Well, that's karma for your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit.
But nah, I don't know. I have a feeling some new Eminem is probably on the way, and I hope it's good. It best be good for my standards, and that's all that
it's
matters.
about Lord Jamar.
I ain't defending
I'm
that.
not. You tell me
it
all
does.
about it now, because I'm not tuning in.
Yeah, you're still gonna listen.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
I've already said I'm saying it right now. I'm not.
Yeah, you will.
The same way I just said you're going to have to defend, you're like, I'm just going to skip next to it.
Exactly. We're just gonna skip it like it didn't even happen. Like it got snapped.
And I'll be talking shit.
Whatever the case.
Yeah, so in other news, to get us into
we gonna
sports.
talk about Larry Johnson? Really?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck that nigga, man. You can talk about that shit. But go on.
I was just about to,
He was just about to do
go,
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
like,
Get.
I don't understand why it comes to stuff that I want to talk about. All of a sudden, like, it's like
It's just. I've been scrolling past it for the past.
you're just going past a lot of stuff I've
Because
noticed.
it's a bunch
and
of
like,
bullshit. That's
we wouldn't
what
have a
it
show
is.
this week if you just kept, if it was up to you.
Hey man, it'll be shortened.
Like-
but go ahead.
Yeah, so Larry Johnson, for those who don't know, former NFL player, pretty much at this point confirmed the motherfucker got CTE.
Nigga got more than CTE.
He went on an interesting Twitter rant, going on about the effeminate agenda that's going on in the NBA and NFL. He starts off by saying that the high-ranking Masons and the handlers and to indoctrinate the heterosexual sports world without them knowing, for the buying power of the LGBTQ community, but not ready to have that conversation yet. Then he proceeds to have a conversation about it.
By himself.
I was gonna say with himself too.
Yeah. So then he highlights the NBA, how, the fashion and everybody, they make this big thing about what the guys are wearing going in and just how what is on the bodies of a 6'6", 30-year-old man just, it doesn't match up just clothing wise.
Right.
It doesn't match the body.
Westbrook.
At first that came to mind.
Yeah.
The softening of play, everybody shoots threes. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, the noticeable weight loss is the feminine architect, which I could just say that's just better science.
Yeah. Once again, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? It's
making no points right now.
like science, you can easily point that. Well, science says if you have this body type, you're probably gonna last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Than,
Or maybe you could jump a little higher.
Yeah,
Or
than
run
looking
a
like
little
Anthony
faster.
Mason. When Anthony Mason was just
Oh,
exiting
shit.
the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably gonna have a better chance.
Right.
Then he goes to the NFL and he brings up Michael Sam.
This is
Feminine behavior over, like, the helmets. And I'm like, fam, this is all
What?
safety protocol. Like,
What are you talking about?
Want to play rugby with pads, my nigga?
Yeah,
Whatever.
what do you say? The same fashion that they have in the NBA that shows only the receivers, quarterbacks, and DBs. And I'm like, well, they played the outside of the lines, and all right, that's fine. And then he actually brought up the last point, which I thought was very interesting. Like, it's at least something to think about, which was how October is LGBTQ month, History Month, and the NFL's players just happen to wear pink. So that's kind of like a front for breast cancer, but you know, it's a front. I at least looked at that and was like, never would have thought, because I didn't know when I didn't know they had a month. Like I thought Pride was just that was their celebration.
October isn't LG. What it is?
I've never heard that before.
No, let me look that shit up.
I've never heard that before.
Let me look that shit. I'm looking that shit up right now.
I could have sworn it was.
That's what Pride. That's what Pride.
No. Breast cancer awareness month is in October.
It's been like that since the longest though. You
but
know,
apparently
even
they're saying
before the players started wearing pink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, what?
I'm looking at.
But you do know what they say. The ones that speak the craziest shit. It always
February.
ends up being the truth.
It's only this nigga.
Yeah.
It's in. Oh my god! It's only in October in Canada. You stupid nigga.
Yeah, so he's bringing up Canadian.
And United States. Okay, well, United States too, but still, like, why?
He was right then.
Almost right on that, but I was like, you got Pride Month in February. Isn't that Pride Month?
Well, that's Pride Month. This is History Month.
Okay,
So there is a difference.
Okay.
All right.
That I never thought I'd be defending.
I don't understand.
No.
You know what I mean?
I'm not defending them all the way. What I'm saying is that it's like Black History Month being in February, and then Juneteenth.
Yeah. Then you got Pride Month.
And then you have a whole month of
I would get
that's the only thing I could
if it was one day in February, you know what I mean, or a week even in February.
Yeah.
I can understand it how, you know.
No, I'm not calling it the same. I'm not calling it the same. What I'm saying is it can be comparable because you have like a 4-month gap to get to Juneteenth.
But doesn't everybody wear pink that month anyway for the whole breast cancer shit?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not trying to get into this fact like, oh, he's right. It was just enough to say, oh, in many aspects, what R. Kelly called himself the Pied Piper, and niggas was still rocking with it, like, oh, the Pied Piper. And it wasn't until like motherfuckers really did the research.
No,
it was like,
they just did that shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's not enough. It's not enough to say, oh my god, like this is stupid. It's just enough to, or he's speaking truth. It's just enough to be like, is it possible? Sure,
but
anything's possible.
But until then,
yeah. I said as soon as I got to read this, I was like, this is going to end one of 3 ways, and none of the 3 ways is a happy ending for him.
Nope.
So
at all. I don't know, man. Them hits. I don't know if you've been noticing it, but some of these players been coming out on Twitter talking about how they can't sleep at night and how they're like struggling to sleep and their mental health's all fucked up. It's kind of like almost like a fucking straight out of what was that movie that came out? Tell the Truth. Tell the Truth with Will Smith. What's it called?
Well, I mean, it was based on it.
I know it's based on, but what's the title of the movie?
Is it called Concussion?
Concussion. There you go. Yeah, pretty much that's what it is. It's like, and now it's more like an alarming rate now. I'm like, oh shit. It's like former NFL players.
He really mentioned that freaking the commercial about the side business because he said something about Powder Blue. Mind you, they played for the Panthers.
Yeah.
And then he said...
Yeah, he spoke on that later. I was only focused on what he said during that portion because he went on to talk about it hours later.
Nigga said the softening of the play in the NBA, everyone's a 3-pointer. I'm like, but yeah, because... Okay, all right.
It's more points.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like I said, the majority of it is just, it's easily... If you're able to write it up, it's just the last portion where it's just like, that might be plausible. You've said enough stupid shit beforehand where I'm like, I'm not going to rock with you, but I'm going to be surprised if you were actually right about that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Gronkowski for leaving when he did because he was really going through the shit. This dude, what was the talking? He was doing like a whole press conference, but he was talking to people.
No, it wasn't a press conference. I think he was he was just a guest speaker somewhere.
Yeah, guest speaker somewhere.
It wasn't a conference. He's been retired.
No, not press conference, but you know what I mean. Like a little speech, and he was saying like after the Super Bowl, he literally had pints of blood fucking like taken out of his fucking knee, and he was in pain. He couldn't sleep. He was crying at night and shit like that. And he said flat out, and I quote, "I want to be clear to my fans. I was not in a good place. Football was bringing me down." Shit. Like he was suffering those last few years, man. Those last year probably. Like he really wanted out. So he feels.
What's it gonna take for y'all to stop watching football? Like,
I don't know.
Like, what's the exact limit for y'all to just be like, no, I'm not watching this anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
I love football. I love watching it. I don't like playing it.
The thing about it is, I love the sport of football. Like, I've played it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've lived through it, basically, you know what I mean? So, to actually completely just stop, I just got to get uninterested.
Literally. And I can tell the people that get uninterested are the people whose teams are trash. And they're like, it's easy for them to stop. Like, oh, my teams are trash. I don't want to watch my team get trash. That's why I never believe people that boycotted the NFL, because the majority of the people that boycotted the NFL, the majority of the teams were trash. So, but that's just me.
I think seeing somebody actually die on the field is where I'll be like, all right, I'm not watching this anymore. I think it'll take that.
I
point
saw a player die when I saw football in high school. I literally saw a player just get tackled so bad, got sacked so bad that he didn't wake up. And yeah, I still played, but I remember seeing that shit, and I kept watching, which is fucked up.
I just think the science and everything that's evolved, I think it'll take that to be like, oh, like, we actually celebrate this every week. Like,
I saw a wrestler
it's
die.
it's literally like that serious. Like, they could go at any moment with the right hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you can say that about anything in life.
That's exactly what I was just.
You can say about anything in life, and I get that.
Yeah.
But walking down the street is a little different when motherfuckers is running at you at fucking 30 miles per hour with full fucking pads at 237 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they literally turn themselves into missiles at you.
Right.
And you can have multiples coming at you at one time.
The thing is, no one's gonna stop watching football. Football is literally the American sport. Everyone is going to watch.
I'm just waiting till they get to the point where, like, because at some point it's going to happen, probably not in our lifetime, but at some point it's going to happen where players are just going to be like, we're not doing this anymore. I'm waiting for them to take the NFL to the jails. Play for your freedom here.
Like longest yard shit.
Yeah. Like, I'm waiting for them to take it to that, because then I want to really see if it's for the love of football. Because people are still going to tune in, but
of course
they're going to be so contradictory in what they stood for and doing it.
If they send the NFL,
I get what you're saying.
If it goes to the jails, it will be even bigger.
Yeah,
it will be bigger. Fantasy,
you ain't gotta pay them.
Bigger. Yeah, it's NCAA.
It ain't even NCAA. It's literally slavery.
That's what it is.
It's literally slavery.
Yeah, especially how they.
That's what it is in jail.
Especially how they draft.
That's the 13th
Especially how they
Amendment.
draft them. Especially how they draft them with the combine. How they get them naked in their underwear and have them just be put up like a fucking stack of meat.
I
On
wouldn't.
some slavery shit.
I get what you guys are saying. I wouldn't call it slavery.
I'm not gonna call it slavery either.
I would call it like more like the Roman like gladiator sports. You know what I'm saying?
Roman gladiator,
they were prisoners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But when the majority of them all black, it's looking kind of slavish.
Yeah, but when they're all about to sign
I get what you're
multi-million-dollar
saying.
I know,
contracts,
but just how it looks.
I know
Yeah.
how it looks is, to me.
Also, get out.
To me, when you call it slaves, you're disrespecting our ancestors who were actually slaves, because
Yeah,
they weren't on stage getting ready to become multi-millionaires.
Yeah,
they were getting ready to change their names, change their lifestyles, have parts of their bodies
But they
cut
had
off,
to strip naked.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But they had to strip naked to be up there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying what it looks like. I'm just saying. It kind of just reminds me of it.
I think we got to stop looking at what it looks like and focus on the end game. They're gonna get paid. Slaves weren't gonna get paid. That's a major difference.
Yeah, they get paid to be trapped, but that's another story. But anyway, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stop watching football anytime soon. I've seen too much fucked up shit.
I just had to ask
already.
that because it randomly just popped in my head. Because I mean, hearing Gronk talk about that, like,
Yeah,
Gronk was like
I
the
get
frat
you.
boy of the NFL.
Yeah.
It looked like he had fun every week. And
Yeah, but he was depressed because
hear him say that, like, I didn't have fun. Like,
exactly.
That's crazy.
Come on,
really
you were playing
look back.
for Bel-
You know
you
what I
were
mean?
playing for
Yeah.
Belichick, man. They got a fucking dog in here. That sounds like a big old dog. We live, people.
Shit. And a little frightened.
somebody say Candyman?
Someone say candy. Kendrick Lamar kicks the door in. Kendrick Lamar kicks
I locked the door. We're good.
Kendrick Lamar kicks the
Shit.
door. The damn door.
No, I just had to ask that question because it just popped in my head.
I get
It
it.
wasn't something I was thinking of.
I get it. I mean, that's what the XFL's for.
I don't even think they're gonna go and do what they were supposed. Like, I think it's just gonna be a. I hope it serves as a
Alternative.
not even alternative, like eventually a minor league for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I don't even think it's gonna stand for what it initially was standing for. Like, it's just gonna be a copy NFL.
Yeah, when the off season's going on.
Because I mean, think about it, the NFL was built on the fact that, hey, come here, we could go crazy. Motherfuckers gonna die for footballs. You can put whatever name you want on the jersey, and now it's like, you have your regular last name on the jersey.
Yeah. Well,
Ain't no more diving for the ball no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Well, speaking of NFL, I still haven't got my red zone back.
Give me what I want.
I got it. It's incredible. It's nice to have it back. Oh, and the NFL Network too is great to have. But all they've been showing is the goddamn games that have already been played. I'm like, fam, can we talk about what's coming on?
It's
this week?
preseason.
No,
they do.
That's
No,
what they
I
do
don't-
on the network, dog. That's what they do. That's why I don't watch it.
The preseason's done. Tell me what's gonna happen next week.
But
What do
they
you
don't
think's gonna happen
know.
next week?
They don't know.
That's the whole point of being an analyst. You guess.
Yeah, but they be guessing,
That's
but
what
they
they
don't
building
even.
on.
They don't even know. They don't know what teams are gonna happen. They see preseason.
I mean, you show me preseason games like 30 of the guys aren't even on the team anymore. I don't give a fuck about this right now.
Yeah, but they don't. They can't guess. They just do a whole bunch
They
of
guess every
assumption.
week.
Yeah, imagine hearing that shit for 6 months when it comes to before the NFL Network.
That's why I don't tune in, because I want the information. I tune in so I can remember what they say and see how they try to get out of it next week when they're wrong.
Everyone's gonna
That's
be
the
getting
beauty of
that.
it. That's the funny thing about it.
I guess that's NFL Network. I turned it off. Well, is Ray Lewis still on there? No, he's on Inside the NFL. I legit stopped watching Inside the NFL when Ray Lewis got on
You
there.
actually watched that?
I did.
I
did. I stopped. I think after the Super Bowl when the Niners lost, that's when I stopped.
You really won't stop watching the NFL then. Shit.
For real. You watching that?
I was watching inside the NFL.
No, back then when it was actually kind of cool.
I've
never watched it.
You never watched it?
No.
Oh, not even for the NFL films shit?
No.
Why?
Because I could
why
watch
I
that
had
shit at the
NFL
end of the
Network.
I could watch that shit at the end of the season when they do the whole yearbook.
Nah, but I'm just saying they have the NFL. They have with analysts and some of the interviews. Sometimes it's good. Now it fell the fuck off. But that's besides the point. And the NFL season is coming. Teams are still fucking trading and cutting and all types of shit.
How y'all feel about Jadeveon Clowney being in your division now?
Fuck the Seahawks. That's how I
Now and forever.
fuck the Seahawks, man.
Now and forever.
I was getting real excited about our chances and shit, and I still am. Don't get me wrong, but god damn,
Whatever. We'll be alright.
Clowney?
That's not a whatever, bro.
That's not a whatever.
No, I said whatever. Like what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah, no.
That's pretty much what I meant.
That's pretty much what it is. But
That's
I
what
mean,
it is. Like whatever. Just bring it.
Damn.
Just bring it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I honestly I thought he was going to Philly.
I was.
I
hoping
thought
he
he was headed there.
like shit.
They said he took the meeting with Miami because he just wanted to see where Miami's heads were at. Because he pretty much took it like, sell me on the idea, and we'll talk about
Think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But apparently they didn't do much of a good job.
Shit.
Yeah.
So he ended up with the Seahawks. The Texans got a nice fucking consolation prize for that.
Yeah.
Like, was it 4 or 5 draft picks or something?
Some
Nah,
shit.
they got Barcavius Mingo and a linebacker. They got 2 linebackers.
Oh, that was that deal. The
But
next deal was
that
okay.
was the other one.
So the next deal that the Texans did was with Miami then. So Miami gave him those draft picks then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, y'all remember when Endgame dropped and everyone got mad at fucking Shady McCoy for spoiling Endgame? Well, I remember when I said he's gonna have a rough season with the Bills just because of that. And low-key, I was right. The Bills cut his ass. I was like, wow, they called it, like Adam Schefter said, this is a surprise cut. They cut LaShawn McCoy.
Y'all joked and laughed and everybody had a good time until they realized this ain't no endgame shit because he left the worst possible situation. Now he's playing for a fucking Super Bowl contender in the Chiefs. Yeah. And Andy Reid just came out and said that he is going to be one of the primary weapons on offense. Like, he's not just coming there just to come there.
Wasn't he injured?
Yeah.
Wasn't he injured prone? Wasn't he injured with
running
the
backs are
Bills?
injury
But wasn't he
prone.
injured
Say.
prone when he was with the Bills? Wasn't he always injured? Or he's in for like
Nah, he
playing?
just didn't want to
He
play
just
for
didn't
them.
want to play for him. I mean, shit, you
I don't
tried
blame
playing
him.
in Buffalo.
Yeah, seriously, I don't blame him at all.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, before OJ was a murderer and he was one of the greatest, known for just being one of the greatest running backs of all time, look at his first year or two in Buffalo. That motherfucker's is a Heisman winner and in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He looked like shit in those first few years out there. Can you imagine what it's like playing out there for them right now?
We'll see. The Chiefs.
But yeah, no, I found it funny. Everybody's like, ha ha ha, your career's done, and then
I didn't
hours
say all
later,
that.
it's like Adam Schefter breaks it. Yeah, LaShawn McCoy signs a 1 year, $4 million deal with $3 million guaranteed. And Andy Reid comes out and says, yeah, he's gonna be on the field. We're using him, and I'm like,
obviously,
Like,
they
yeah,
run the fuck out that damn ball.
so much for that endgame analogy.
Well, no, that's still an analogy. So
Nah, he just came back.
Yeah.
He just came back.
Hopefully, well,
He got
beat it.
snapped,
I hope he stays healthy, or is this gonna be that end game shit still gonna be funny? Anyway,
It'll be interesting. I'll say that.
When you're adding LaShawn McCoy to
A high-powered offense.
Patrick
as
Mahomes
is.
and Kelsey and
Tyreek.
that
Hill.
Madden curse is
Yeah.
still in effect.
Sammy
by the way.
Watkins is like the third receiver on that fucking team.
That Madden curse is still in effect, so we'll gonna see. Anyway, the NFL
man curse only happens for the year,
Anyway, the NFL free agency.
Why do you always keep damn?
Because
every time I try to say anyway, like damn.
Because I was in the middle of talking.
I was just about to ask a question. Like the Madden curse only happens to the player in that year. After
And
that,
the team. And the team.
Yeah, but there's somebody else on Madden this year. It's not.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
Is it Mahomes?
It's Mahomes.
Oh, I thought it was last year. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Patrick Mahomes. That's why.
Well, see, that's why you tried to throw me off. I'm here thinking one thing. Now I have clarification.
Yeah, well, clarification. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I asked that because I didn't buy Madden.
Yeah, well,
Pre-order 2K though. Shit.
Have you seen the? Have you been seeing the glitz? The all the glitches going on in Madden?
I don't buy Madden.
Oh my God, they just really did not give 1 ounce of fuck for
Motherfucker catch
this.
the ball on the helmet and then run to the end zone with the helmet and the ball on the helmet.
The ball's literally like the physics for that is just chilling there. Or
I've never seen that shit, but I did
saw it.
see fucking dude. They fucked up real bad though.
How?
Shaquem Griffin.
They gave him an arm.
No.
Or
He can intercept with the nub.
Yeah,
Yeah, one-handed too, or
One-handed.
one nubbed. Yeah.
That is powerful
Yeah.
nigga.
Oh, it's bad. I saw one dude do like a fucking, after he tackled a dude, he had him on his shoulders on some fucking Brock Lesnar shit, like he's about to give him an F5, and he was literally running around trying to get him off.
How fucking?
They just gave no fucks from
All
that.
right, I'm look. I'm the one that's gonna have to go there, but fuck it. I'm gonna
Shit.
Go there.
How fucked up is it to be in the room for the first person that saw Shaquem Griffin actually do that and then yell out, "The motherfucker can't even catch him!"
I would have been pissed. I would have kicked my PS4. One-handed. He did it one-handed.
This is exactly what happened, dude. My brother fucking, what do you call it, was just looking up shit because he plays Madden. He has it, whatever, all the whole nine and shit, right?
Yeah.
So he's showing me this fucking video, or he's watching a video, and all I hear is, "Oh, you fucking kidding me?" Then he shows it to me. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" He goes, "It must sound like your dog died and shit." He shows it to me, and and Shaquem Griffin got one-handed.
So Shaquem Griffin, what?
Like I said,
what position he play?
he's a safety.
Is he a safety or linebacker? I forgot.
No, I believe he's a safety. I could be wrong.
I thought the brothers were linebackers. Were they?
Nah, they were safeties and they moved them down to linebackers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you telling me he could catch shit with one hand?
Not even that with the nub.
Yeah, it's not even the fact that it's one hand. Like,
if it's one-handed, cool.
Players
You know what
catch
I'm saying?
one-handed balls all the time.
All the time.
But it's the fact that it's just like,
Yeah. And it's floating too over it. Like, bro, y'all really just didn't give a fuck.
They gave no fuck. You have the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, the most powerful gaming systems, and y'all just put a bunch of codes in there and said, "Here." Y'all didn't even try.
nigga said, "I guess."
Yeah. They just said,
Does it work?
that's pretty much it.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Nigga still went and bought it.
Yep. That's pretty much what they did. Just went, all right, we're done. Go buy it. And
That's the only one where I don't know how I'd react to that. I don't know if it's "I guess" or if I would get that pissed off and say, yell out, "He can't even do that," or if I would just throw the controller, or if I would take the game out and snap it and throw it. Like, there's just so many possibilities that could happen.
I remember there's one Madden where they
I would seriously throw the controller.
I forgot which Madden game
Yeah.
it was when they literally, when all they really did was just, it was literally the same game, but it was from the years past. They just upgraded the players and that's it. Literally the same game, same franchise, same everything.
I mean, it was every year up to like 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world, you would just need one game, and then you would just pay $30 every year just to get
Updated.
Oh, yeah.
In a perfect world, you know.
That's what Madden should be. I don't need to buy it. There was one Madden game, I won't even play for 2 years, and you can still fucking play. You can still beat somebody with it. Same control. The controls are still the same. Players are still the same. Everything's still the same.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud to say that I finally cut GameStop as my middleman. Fuck them.
Damn, you just figured
I went
that
straight
out, huh?
I went straight to the Microsoft store and I pre-ordered that bitch, and I was like, just download it when it drops.
That's what's up.
Because I used to do it because every time you bought the game, you would go trade it in because that had higher trading value.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I'm looking at it like, I'm just about to take
Yes.
this fucking game in and just go get my money.
Give me what
Like,
I
literally,
want.
like, shit. I'm just gonna do that instead. Like, it's easier. You don't have to pay the taxes. It's literally just $99.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyway, free agency. NFL free agent Ryan Russell. He came out as bisexual.
Yeah. I remember when this actually meant something. Like, everybody
Who was the
would
first
stop.
guy? Who was the first guy that came out as gay? What was
Michael
his name?
Sam.
Michael Sam.
Yeah, then he didn't get a team, huh? He was
He was on the Rams.
he was on the Rams, and then that was it.
like training camp.
He was drafted by the Cowboys, right?
No,
No, he was drafted by the Rams.
and he was there.
I know
Just,
he
And then
ended
he
up
made
on
it
the
to
Cowboys.
and then he made it
like,
to training
practice
camp.
squad.
Then he
Yeah.
went to the practice
Okay.
squad for the Cowboys. Yeah.
and then nothing.
Yeah.
Cut his ass, and they ain't want him no more.
But I think Ryan Russell, he's had a pretty lengthy career.
Oh, okay. So he's
So
pretty.
it's not like he's new. It's just the fact that he's saying that he's a free agent right now.
Yeah, he
So
also
it-
said flat out there's more players in the league that are.
Fam, I've been saying that for years.
Everyone knows that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, it's just when you hear another player say it, it's like, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, ain't nothing wrong.
I was never one who was naive to think that when a locker room was 100%, heterosexual.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, the numbers just don't. You're gonna have
Hell
like
no.
one somewhere.
Like, dude, if you want to go all the way down the line, high school, Pop Warner, every fucking dude, think about that. 50 players, about even probably lower for high school and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying though. Like once it gets, to the higher levels, the more players you get added on and shit.
Yeah.
There's no way for all these fucking teams that every single one of them is straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not possible.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah. Everyone and hey, gay people like football too.
Yeah.
Shit.
And this is one thing I don't understand about those, again, saying that Chappelle ain't funny. Like, he didn't attack.
He
He didn't attack anybody. He painted a picture that was pretty lifelike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
y'all didn't like it.
Yeah. Because
you
the
didn't
thing
like
of
the
it is
way he
that
said
the reality is
Oh.
smart ones understand and know that just because you're gay doesn't mean you're like this hypersexual creature. Like you just want to grab every man that comes
man
in.
or woman.
Or woman, yeah, it
Seriously.
comes in contact. That's not how it works, fam.
I think another one they got mad about was when he said faggot. I think that's what they got mad at. And it was like, why are you mad that I said the word faggot? And he just paused and looked at the crowd to see how uneasy they're going to laugh. And, did the whole standards and practices shit. And people say, well, I'm not a nigger too. And gay people were like, well, you're not gay. You're not supposed to say the F word. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far. Like, I'm not gonna tell somebody how to feel about a slur. That
Yeah,
goes,
I know.
You know what
But
I'm
it's
saying?
just bitching. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I get that's like me, asking Larissa, why can you call your friends bitches? And I'm not going into that territory.
Yeah, but
Right,
they
you know what I'm
were
saying?
they were trying to get in that territory for Dave. Like, I don't know what your point is in saying that. And I'm like, you niggas can't take a fucking joke, can you?
Yeah, but again, that just goes to the whole story setup. Like if you heard it in context,
yeah.
you would get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just going around just saying the word and then telling somebody like,
that's
oh,
why
you're
M got
sensitive.
that's why M got in
yeah.
trouble with
Yeah.
Marshall Matters. He couldn't say niggas, so he's like, I'm gonna say fag.
Yeah.
And then gay folks were mad about that, and he stopped saying it, kind of, but mostly. Anyway, week 1 of NCAA. I just know somebody ran the score up to 70 or 69 or 79 or some
Maryland.
shit. Damn.
That was the jersey number of the player that died.
People were saying, I don't know why you should congratulate that. You should fucking be pissed off the coach for that.
I mean, it's not something to congratulate, but I mean that if you're talking about the team, the coach ain't there no more. So
Oh, he gone?
Yeah, they
Oh, okay.
fired his ass.
I bet.
No, but I mean that still doesn't take away the fact that teammates lost their brother and their roommate, and
True.
Yeah.
True.
like
True.
that goes to what was it, the baseball player for the Angels.
45?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When they did all that stuff, we talked about that in the podcast. some
That was
episodes
so
ago.
crazy. It trended. Everyone said, RIP 45, and everyone goes on trip. When they see it, like, oh, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but there's his autopsy.
you know.
His
If
autopsy
you know,
report
you
came out.
know. Yeah, he was drugged
that?
up.
His autopsy report came out. Fentanyl, alcohol.
Ever read that?
He choked on his vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that, I mean, of course, for those that know what fentanyl is in, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But again, rest in peace. But first we can say, hey, it's cool.
Let's go.
No, it was
Oregon.
It was cool.
Quack, quack, quack.
Up until
Shout out to Georgia State.
yeah. Shout out.
Georgia State got $950,000 to play. Georgia State is if I'm not mistaken, it's a historical black college. I might be wrong, but they ain't up on par with some of these other
Yeah,
schools.
it's not a D1 school, man.
They went to Knoxville and they played Tennessee, and they gave Tennessee their first fucking home opener loss since like 1983 or some shit like that.
Damn. They went all
Niggas
the way
gave them $950,000 to come whoop their ass.
They gave the school $950,000.
Yeah, when you play lower schools are like, well, what do we get out the deal? Because you're obviously gonna kick our school's ass. So then they went there. Big old corporation schools, because they got the money.
How much did the kids get?
They gave, kids got experience.
Oh my God, you said that. And they got wrong.
Kids got experience. Man. What you want me to say? I know how it goes.
That's why I don't watch.
You won't stop watching the NFL?
I won't keep watching NCAA.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll watch niggas die. We'll watch kids be slaves.
If they got them locker room beds, shit, I'll take that locker room bed any fucking day.
I saw the fucking, what was the team?
LSU.
Nigga
pulled that fucking bench out. This should turn into a bed. And I was like,
I was looking at that like, why?
It's like, where do I sign up?
For free. Well, the bitches there, we could have some, maybe.
I ain't going that far, man. I'm in my 30s and.
Oh, you talking about? I thought you were talking about the kid as a character.
No, I'm talking about now.
Oh, now?
Sign me up for LSU right now.
Be a water boy?
Hell no, I ain't no goddamn water boy. I will be. Give me a camera. Put me under some fake ass scholarship. Because they got them. I mean, just because.
they give away fake ass degrees and shit.
Yeah.
Man, so why not?
Just because the players don't get paid the way they should be paid does not mean the players aren't getting paid. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the really top ones, they're getting paid.
Yeah.
And that's really starting to lose its muscle. They start bringing up kids getting paid now, and people are just like, oh, all right, whatever. I remember when
kids getting paid.
When Chris Webber and all them got in trouble at Michigan, and they were taking $4,000 their entire time there.
Yeah,
and that was like the biggest fucking deal ever. But
Reggie Bush, man, why did he get back his Heisman?
I would have told them to kiss my ass.
Kiss my black ass. Fuck that school. Kiss my black ass. This is my trophy. But he gave back that Heisman. I'm still mad at that. And they took all those games away from USC. Yeah. What the hell were they gonna do if he said no? What were you gonna do? Break into my house and take it from me?
Maybe.
Sure. I got a lawsuit waiting on that ass to happen.
You feel me?
Shit.
The fuck are you gonna? I don't get this shit. You mad because
I broke records, so you want to break into my house?
Just for taking some money to feed my family.
Yeah.
If you don't get the fuck on out of here with that. He got himself a Super Bowl, I guess.
I mean, the thing of it is, though, it's not necessarily the money that he took to feed his family. It's how much his parents were flaunting in front of people that,
Yeah, well.
Fucking, if I'm not mistaken, it was his pops walking around in a fucking mink coat in fucking LA or some shit like that. Like,
okay, Frank Lucas. All right, Frank Lucas.
I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else's dad. But the point is that
not that happened.
This shit happens, man.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, okay, Frank Lucas.
But so shouts out to Georgia State. They did that. There was another Boise State showed that they still a fucking team, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Because every
fucking year.
Was it Florida State? Yeah, Florida State. They go down there and whoop Florida State's ass.
Damn.
Boise State.
See, I don't know when to watch. I don't know what to watch on college. I turn it on. It'd be third quarter. It'd be 42.
That's why I like college football, though. Like I'm never one of those people that says, "Oh, it's better than." No, it's not better than the NFL.
Oh hell no.
God, no, it's not better than the NFL.
No.
Saturate like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Y'all can kick rocks and shut the fuck up. It is not better than the NFL.
At all.
But what I will say is,
when the games are good,
woo, it's a gamble. You do not know what game you getting, boy. You rolling the dice on that motherfucker, and boom.
I get snake eyes every time. So shit. I don't know what to watch.
Well, you should have watched the Oregon game.
I didn't know it was on.
Yeah.
That's the thing. What station was it on?
ABC.
It was on ABC, yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I probably watch those.
Well, I mean, Saturday games are always on ABC.
Yeah, I probably watch the Saturday games. Just how they go.
The primetime game.
The primetime
game.
Yeah. I think the best one I watched was the national championship with USC Texas.
Oh, that's one of the greatest games.
Greatest games
ever.
I think across sports,
college,
period.
But yeah, you're right.
Period.
In all the sports. Like,
that shit lived up to the hype. It had all the superstars for the college level, and it did not disappoint.
At all. That little fucking touchdown that fucking Reggie Bush had that looked like Jordan and shit. I remember that one. And then Vince Young took their souls in the end.
Yeah.
And then when it was all over, I sat there and like, damn, they didn't get paid off none of that shit.
Well, Reggie Bush got paid.
Matt Leinart got paid.
Matt Leinart came from money, so you know he was good.
Matt Leinart was like a
who was the other running back? I never mean to forget him. But you know he was kicking it with Snoop and Warren G after, so you know
that's true. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Lendale White.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, he was kicking it with them, so I mean you know
like white
again,
white.
Again, they don't get paid the way they properly should be paid. but they're getting taken care of.
Like, just the main players.
Yeah.
Y'all linemen?
No.
Linemen get paid too?
No.
Be surprised, bro.
Linemen get paid too?
You see a motherfucker riding around in a big ass truck on 24s.
Shit.
Okay, starters.
Yeah.
If you a starter, you get paid.
Oh yeah, start.
You on the bench?
Yeah.
Hit the books.
Now, but see, that's where I can't. I'm not. I want the college players to get paid, but at the same time, you know, the regular employee shouldn't be getting paid what the supervisor gets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you definitely right about
So
that.
you gotta earn that.
Yeah.
I
You
feel it.
gotta earn that shit. That's all I'm saying.
I want these players to get paid.
Of course. But even if they were to get paid, I wouldn't expect the ones that just got there and got a red shirt to get paid the same as the running back that's leading the nation in rushing.
Yeah,
nah.
Now, you could have been the star in high school, but you better carry these fucking bags home.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, basketball. Y'all dodged a bullet with DeMarcus Cousins, kind of.
Yeah, that's is.
Yeah.
Talk about those guys having a bad year.
Just period. Like, damn. You
Yeah.
This close from getting an
Seriously,
NBA
though.
championship, and then
No.
your ACL said,
No.
your Achilles said,
No.
and
Well, Achilles, that was all last year. What happened was
Achilles.
it was the quad.
quad.
Then he lost the title. Then he lost weight and bounced back, so that was cool. But then he fucked up his ACL.
No.
Now he's had a warrant for his arrest.
What kind of shit is that?
Jesus.
I mean, he's like,
I don't know what bad juju he has around him.
I don't know.
Shit, man.
But yeah, TMZ, and of course it was TMZ.
Of course.
Yeah, you know it was looking. They released footage from his baby mom's perspective. When she was on
Wasn't
the
this
phone talking to
audio?
him.
Yeah, it was
No,
audio.
it was visual too.
Oh, it's a visual too?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And he was on the phone. I guess he's getting married, and he wanted his son to be at the wedding. And baby mom was like, no. And he kept saying, can he be at the wedding? And long story short, he said that he could fucking put a bullet in her head.
And that's where it ended.
Yeah,
It just ended right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, what he said is wrong, and in no way, shape, or form.
Did you ever want to
Yeah,
threaten to
and
kill
I'm
your baby
not
mama?
going to defend that at all.
Yeah, nah.
I want to know what the relationship is with his son to make the mother be like, no, you can't go to your father's wedding. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's my child too.
Yeah.
This is a part of my life. I'm going to be marrying a woman that's going to be his stepmother. And I want to see what the dynamic is of all that. Because it's one thing if DeMarcus, he's just an NBA player that had a baby with a woman, and he's just doing what he do, paying support. He sees him every now and then. It's another thing if he was in a relationship with this woman, had plans to be with this woman, it just didn't work out, and now she's using the child
As a shield.
yeah. So again, what I'm saying is I'm not defending what he said because he should absolutely say it. I'm not saying that she put herself in a position to be called that or be threatened. Shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about a clip that just ends when it benefits her.
Or TMZ just to benefit
You know
the
what I'm
story.
saying?
Not
Yeah.
just her, just the story.
Because
story
we
itself,
because
yeah,
we
definitely.
we've seen this. We literally just saw this with Tariq Hill some months ago.
Right.
Where it ends and then months down the line we hear, well wait, there was actually more to it.
And then all of a sudden now warrants out for his arrest and shit.
Yeah.
And then he has to fight this shit.
Yeah, so
Damn, tough break, nigga.
yeah, I never
It
thought
really is. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, man.
like again, I never thought that the Dwight Howard signing would just look better than it did.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like
God's plan.
but it looks better than it did.
Yeah.
Imagine he's in shape and he's ready to go, and all of a sudden, he no torn ACL, and then this pops up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was a
Yeah.
blessing.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Everything happens for a reason,
In
man.
that aspect,
Yeah.
yeah. I still can't get used to Dwight Howard being on the Lakers again.
I mean, again,
Get
like
used to it.
to me, I'm not in the business of feelings. What can you do to get us to the fucking championship? And if like
By
I get
any
you.
means necessary.
Yeah, I
In
understand.
the words
shit.
of Malcolm
does that mean
X.
I'm gonna be celebrating them? No.
No.
I'm giving that motherfucker a golf clap whenever he
That's
gets
what I'm saying.
Whenever he gets the block, gets the rebound,
What if
passes
he
out,
makes-
and then catches the alley.
What if he makes the winning shot in the finals?
He ain't gonna do that.
Well, I'm celebrating the fact that the Lakers won. I celebrate the fact that the Lakers won.
Just saying.
But the ball ain't gonna be in his hands the last moment.
But
Hell
I'm just
nah.
saying, what if it
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
LeBron's hands is gonna be
Hey,
in
it happened to
AD's
Robert
hands.
Horry. That happened to
Robert Horry made a name. First of all, don't disrespect Robert Horry.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
just
seriously.
saying. No one
Robert
expected
Horry
that.
made a name off of hitting those big shots in the final moments. Dwight Howard, when is the last time you seen him hit a big shot in the final
I'm
moments?
just saying, just a crucial moment. You never know.
Don't bring up Derek Fisher because Derek Fisher could be in the Hall of Fame of shots made at the
Clutch
buzzer.
shots.
Yeah, it's just clutch shots in general.
Yeah.
It could happen. Don't rule out nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all Lakers week this week.
Yeah, because them niggas, I don't know what's going on with Twitter, man. Well, it wasn't just Twitter. It was Kobe. He just said straight up, if Shaq was in shape, we would have won 12 championships. And then Shaq commented saying, well, nigga, fuck you. That's pretty much what he said.
I mean, the funny thing...
I'm paraphrasing, but...
You know what the funny thing about this is? They've said this to each other in front of everybody.
In front of the world.
And they both acknowledged it. Like, that was the funny thing about it. And the media and everybody on social media was trying to like build this up into something. And I'm like...
Y'all late.
I'm like, all right, we doing this again? All right, well, I'm not talking about it.
And then Kobe said, no, I'm not dishing you. Shaq said, no, I'm dishing you. Still got love. And that's that.
And then it turned into roasting Dwight.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Dwight.
Yeah. He really... Shaq is not like that
and
nigga,
he even spelled his name wrong.
Yeah.
I fuck with Shaq, man.
So why doesn't Shaq fuck with Dwight?
He came in trying to use Superman.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Damn, he's still petty like that. Anyway.
50 cents petty.
Yeah.
We were long over. Last time I checked, 50 Cent ain't got no finals MVPs or championship rings.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know who's also... you know what tomorrow is, right? Even though we're recording this on Monday. Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday!
I like LeBron. I got love for LeBron. I support LeBron in many endeavors. This is the epitome of gentrification, what he's trying to do, and I can't rock it.
Hey, man, he called himself a hip-hop historian. You knew nothing was off limits with him.
I'm not running. You can't.
Bro,
you can't come to California.
Taco, and not even come to California. Those tacos that I seen in his damn bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Just get out of here.
You can't come to California to trademark Taco Tuesday with those tacos.
Okay, you got
at the table. Like, nah.
Yeah, well, shit. He's LeBron James.
Somebody said it best. Somebody said it best. They were like, an Ohio native coming to California to trademark some culture is the epitome of gentrification.
I mean,
damn, it really is.
I mean, I don't know why y'all surprised. He called himself a hip-hop historian. When that happened, nothing's off limits. Still,
you don't get money out of being a hip-hop historian.
But still, he gave himself his own name. So it was like...
trying to get money off of it.
He's trying to get money
off of a California culture. That's, you know...
I mean, come on, man. Taco Tuesday, think about this for a second.
It's a thing.
Yeah, like, how long have you heard that?
Man, you're going to see LeBron James with a fucking sombrero on and just... on some Brock Lesnar with his fucking... oh, shit.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
Now, I'm trying to be in the... Something I've been practicing since Nip passed, which is look at things from both perspectives. So look at it from your initial perspective and then try to look at it from a business bottom line perspective.
Yeah, he knew he was...
Why the fuck did it take somebody so long to try to, like... Come on, California. We couldn't get one person to say, hey, let's trademark this for our culture and keep it within the culture.
LeBron saw...
It took LeBron to do that?
At his house. He just did it just because he was clowning around and he saw how much traction he was getting. And he was like, you know what? I need to get paid.
Like, I'm mad at myself. I'd pour some baby powder and slap my damn self if I had it right now. Like, I've been sitting at home. I could have just trademarked Taco Tuesday.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to try. That's what I'm saying. It's a fucking doesn't hurt to try. Just fucking copyright Stan.
I'm gonna try and trademark Stan now. I'm gonna make Eminem buy the goddamn rights. Em, come buy the rights from Stan from me. I got you.
He'll pop up at your house.
And do what?
Man, I don't know. Be standing outside with a chainsaw. Who knows?
You never know, man.
Yeah.
White people crazy right now.
I'll tell you.
He'll blend right in.
I'd rather see him with a chainsaw than him come up to me and start. That'd
be worse.
That'd be worse.
Wow, with the chainsaw.
Nah. I'd rather him be with the chainsaw like I'm gonna kill you.
That's a scary movie.
Rather than be with the chainsaw like I'm gonna kill you than just coming like, you gonna trademark Stan? All right, bro. Nah, it's yours. Take it.
He'll slow that shit down.
I don't want that.
Here,
I don't want that.
Anyway, in tennis, it wasn't Venus and Serena in the fucking finals. This time it was other black people.
Yeah. That was a good moment.
It was.
Like, literally, to see two young women in there.
That were not Venus and Serena.
Yeah, like, it's literally the seed their father planted all those years in Compton.
Mm-hmm.
Legit. Mm-hmm. And I forget, Coco and...
One of them was YBN
Osaka?
Yes.
One of them was YBN Cordell.
The other one's a 15-year-old high schooler.
What?
Yeah, she's 15 years old.
How old is YBN?
No.
The other one.
The other girl is 15.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to get up.
She's 22.
Okay. That's
okay. We're good.
No. Excuse me.
Coco is 15.
Okay.
ABC did the profile on her and her family. Like, that was literally like, I was watching that like, wow. That's what it was like to watch the story of Serena and Venus when their dad was training them in Compton. When he did that, it was like history repeating itself.
Yeah.
Damn. It was nice to see. And shouts out to him because She won. Coco lost, but then she came up to her afterwards and was
said,
like,
"Yo,
let's do the interview together. Don't worry about it.
This
Come
is
on."
bigger than She was saying like I might cry. She was like, "No,
she's like, don't worry about it. Like,
let's just do it," because she knew what that moment meant.
Yeah.
So that was great.
It's wonderful.
Black excellence.
Exactly.
Gotta love black excellence.
Black girl
No matter
magic,
what.
and when black girl magic and black excellence meet,
Who
can stop it?
I still feel the most hoodish black excellence moment ever was when Serena won that gold medal at the Olympics and crip walking. Yep. So what you gonna do?
If only she had done it a couple years later to last time that I checked.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, so not so present news.
Yeah, the media was getting cute on this, and I was like, y'all know exactly what the fuck y'all doing, and it's
Y'all know what this is.
So of course Simone Biles, gymnastic prodigy, a brother who, from reports and what I've read, she has never met.
Wow.
What?
A brother she has never met.
Okay. Ever?
Never met.
Ever?
Is accused of triple murder. But when they
got the hat trick, huh?
But when they reported this, all they were doing was posting her picture.
Face. Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
That's the media for you.
Wow, that is.
I got a problem with
trash.
that. I have a sincere problem with
obviously,
that, man.
they need to sell. They need to get them clicks. They need to get ratings somehow.
Like, come on, man.
And then that's the story. You don't know your brother was a triple murder? Shit. When fucked around, got a triple double on some murders. God damn. Ugh. Oh, well, it's not her problem. I mean, it is her problem, but
that is not her problem.
That is not her problem.
If she has never met this man,
yeah,
not my problem. Fuck him.
But see, that's the thing. You know, media does that, and then they start associating your face.
Yep.
Now you're attached to it. And then
it's fucking horrible, dude.
Come on, man.
Not
you gotta do
just your
better.
face, but also your name attached to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
gotta do better.
Gotta do better.
I just want better reporting for that. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you gotta show this man's face.
Show his face. But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not gonna bring in. That's not.
I have no idea what he looks like.
Job.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's been 3 days. I don't know what he looks like.
Bro, you gotta search for it. It's probably somewhere on Google. Anyway,
probably.
Wrap this up. So they released the Joker trailer, part 2. They're like part 2. They released the final trailer. It comes out in October. And
like I said I was months ago.
Huh?
You intrigued like I said I was months ago when you wrote it off?
No. I didn't like that. I still didn't like that trailer. I didn't like it at all. What intrigued me the most was when they premiered it at the Venice Film Festival, and then all of a sudden everyone got up, and all of a sudden they said like they had an 8-minute standing ovation, and I was like, really? Okay. And then reviews started coming out from even people that I respect when it comes to movies, and they were calling this shit a fucking masterpiece. I was like, really? And then I went on Reddit and I kind of looked, and I guess the script leaked, and the portions of the script kind of leaked up with the trailer I was watching, like the second trailer. And from what I read, I'm like, this actually does look kind of good. Well, son of a bitch. Slap me silly and put some makeup on. I'm about to go see the Joker.
I wonder who could have said just wait until it comes out and we will see, because
the trailers look trash. I still felt that way.
I did say that.
Batman vs Superman looked amazing.
Oh, that Comic-Con trailer was fucking fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the Comic-Con trailer was fire. That was better
amazing.
than the movie.
It looked amazing. And then we saw the movie. And I'll never forgive myself because we went to go see the movie instead of Freddie Gibbs that night.
Yeah, we sure did. Well, you did.
Yeah. That was when he dropped Shadow of a Doubt. Yeah. Yeah, never again.
But as of right now, from what I saw on Rotten Tomatoes, it has like 87%. So that's pretty after like 20 reviews.
That's actually really high.
That's high.
Yeah.
And they were saying Joaquin Phoenix needs an Oscar nomination. So I'm like, huh.
Well, I mean, I went into it thinking that it wasn't going to be this comic book movie. Like, it was... There's a difference when they do the actual comic book movies versus when they do these personalized on one central character. Mm-hmm. And it's about the evolution of the character, not the comic story.
Yeah.
So I knew what that was when they got Joaquin Phoenix. When you brought it up, I was like, oh, then they're not going for the typical Joker. They're going for a story of how one man's pain turned him into like this complete fucking madness of a monster.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that as a result of that, you have to, when you do a film like that, you have to have quality writing. You have to have quality angles.
The guy who did it, he did Hangover. He did Road Trip. He does comedy movies.
Yeah.
And this is his first time doing a dramatic movie, I guess, a comic book movie. But they're saying flat out, you don't even when you watch it, you kind of realize you're like, oh yeah, this is a comic book movie.
Yeah, like a lot of people have been saying like this isn't a comic book movie.
Yeah,
it just so happens it takes the most recognizable villain in comic book history, and the film is centered around him.
And it's in Gotham, of course. But
Well, it would have to be.
Yeah, but the shit I read, I was like, okay. I was talking so much shit, and I was talking shit because I did not like the trailers, and just the stories of everything. Like I remember when they were releasing like the footage hella early, what he looked like, and then Zazie Beetz saying like, "Yeah, we were just making shit up as we went along," and I was just like, I don't know. But now all these reviews come out saying it's by far one of the best movies of the year. I'm gonna say, someone said this on Twitter, like, if DC can capitalize on this while Marvel's struggling with the whole Spider-Man shit, that would be the first W in a long time.
I mean,
that'll be DC's.
But dude, I mean, this is gonna be something totally out of the ordinary of what they already have. You know what I'm saying?
They would catch
be like a one of one.
They would catch like a W off of something that
doesn't really matter.
I wouldn't say it doesn't matter. This wouldn't be a part of the DC universe. Like, this is how they're describing it. It's a standalone film. It just happens to be again a Disney character, the most recognizable villain.
Disney character, I mean DC.
Or DC, I'm sorry, character. A DC character that's the most recognizable villain.
Yeah, they were saying straight up, like, if Heath Ledger was 1A, Joaquin Phoenix is 1B.
I can see it.
And I was like, oh, y'all dead ass.
I can see it.
Okay, I like Joaquin Phoenix.
He is that good of an actor.
He is.
Definitely.
They say he kind of went through the same shit that Heath went through when he became the Joker. It's like
you just can't unseat Heath because of just
not just Heath,
just the story.
Just Mark Hamill.
I could put Heath over Jack Nicholson.
I could put Mark Hamill.
What I'm saying is that you just after knowing the stories of what he did to get into character.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone.
He's got to remain number one, even if you do a 1A, 1B.
I'll say this: Mark Hamill has the GOAT Joker laugh. Period.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely that. But I mean,
my God.
The only thing is, like, you never really seen him, like, you've never seen him portrayed. You know what I mean?
But when I read the comics, of any Batman comics, I hear Kevin Conroy, who played the voice of Batman, and Mark Hamill as the Joker. Either way, and it's just like that's the only person
I hear him in the cartoon voices too.
Yeah, because
but I mean, but again, there was a difference. Like when they did the latest Batman trilogy, they weren't going for a comic book feel. They put Batman in a world of realism. Mm-hmm. So
that's what they did with Joker. They put Joker in like realism and shit like that. They were saying, I don't know. They'll say this movie is going to win the Oscars. So I'm going like they're really going hard, and I'm like. All right, now I'm curious, you motherfucker, you. But okay, they'll say they're comparing the taxi driver and all types of shit. Robert De Niro's in this shit. Speaking of that Robert De Niro shit, do you see the trailer for that Robert De Niro movie and Al Pacino movie?
Scorsese.
Netflix. They say that shit's gonna be like 3 hours supposedly. 3 hours or 4 hours.
I got time.
I will sit right through that shit.
I mean, you talk about Al Pacino, who's my favorite actor of all time.
Yeah,
like,
they get.
I got time.
Hey man, Netflix showing their nuts. We got nuts too.
I mean, they're swinging. They're trying to.
They're fighting for the fences now because
after
Disney on your head, boy.
Yeah. The deadline passed, but over the Labor Day weekend, Disney was like, "Oh yeah, we got a deal for y'all. If y'all pre-order today for 3 years, we'll give you Disney Plus for $141 for 36 months altogether." I did the math on that. That shit came out to $3.91 a month on average.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and they announced it and had the process. It's hella shit. But yeah, I mean Disney ain't coming to play with you hoes, man.
Nah.
What's another movie I kind of heard about? Oh yeah, it's coming out this week.
Give me a hell
I'll get to that eventually.
I'm seeing that on. Am I gonna see it Friday? Probably. Depending. That movie's gonna be 3 hours long.
Wait.
2K Day is Friday.
Friday the 13th. I gotta go see a horror movie.
Or just wait till Tuesday.
Is it Friday or is it Saturday?
Comes out Friday. Oh, Friday the 13th.
No, Friday the 13th this year?
It comes out on the 6th.
Yeah.
But there is Friday the 13th, the following week.
Yeah.
That's when I'm going to go see it.
That's right, because the 5th is Thursday. That's right.
Yeah, and then I think Joker comes out Joker comes out next month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, Joker, that's gonna be interesting. The joke, who would have thought that shit? Because now they're saying, man, Joaquin, it would be some shit if Joker and Robert Downey Jr. get nominated for Best Actor. That'll be some shit at the damn Oscars. I'm like, damn,
that'd be fucking insane.
Comic book running this shit.
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger, hey, Joker's undefeated at the damn Oscars.
Well,
he is. Heath Ledger.
I mean, he only had one opportunity.
I know. He'd be 1-1. That's all that matters. And then, shit, it'll be some shit. 2-2.
On some quick notes to end, I saw a couple things that are pretty dope. They made Rosa Parks and her own rendition of Barbie.
That's cool.
Oh yeah,
They did that for a few others as well, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then something I saw that was really dope, which is in our backyard out here in San Jose.
Oh yeah.
They just put up the first affordable housing complex for 150 former homeless people. This is all grant funded.
That's what's up.
Everything, like, I was reading stories about there was a veteran who had been homeless for 12 years. He's got a unit now.
Damn.
Seeing another person that was homeless for 9 years. He's got a unit. 148 others got units. Like, and then they said they're not done. They got 3 or 4 that are either in the blueprint stages or they've already started the construction.
Well, that reminds me. Well, that's good. Round of applause for that.
Yeah.
But now for some. Yeah, that just reminded me. As soon as you brought that shit up, like, oh yeah, that reminded me. I was gonna say that shit. So out here, there's a nightlife out here in good old San Jose.
Really?
And kind of, depending on where you go to. But there's a certain nightclub.
You always either go to Super Talkie or La Vix.
Yeah,
that's nightlife.
Yeah,
at least that's nightlife for wash. For
wash people. Yeah,
I'm washed. So
yeah, I'm getting there now. I started to realize this weekend. I'm like, because usually I always I get in my collared shirt and just to impress somebody. Then I just thought about it. I'm like, who the fuck am I impressing? Fuck these hoes. Yep.
I understand why we going to wear in a fucking hoodie.
And then after
a wedding in a hoodie.
And then I'm just chilling there and I'm drinking and I still managed to pull some females. I'm like, they love me for me. Fuck this collared shirts. Anyway, that's besides the point. So there's a certain club out here called Allure. That's what you call it? That's
Allure.
Allure.
Yeah.
Formerly called Agenda. And it's predominantly Mexican that go there. I haven't been there in like years. But then I went on Instagram like a few weeks ago. I've been meaning to talk about this shit. I keep forgetting about it. I went on Instagram and someone called them out, and I saw it on the story. Someone called them out and pretty much said that they're low-key racist towards black folks. I'm like, really? And shocker. Well, I didn't know because I haven't been there, but what the fuck? So pretty much apparently is that the owner named Armando, I'm just going to say his name because I don't go there. So I just want to spread it out there, is that he allows his security, he pretty much tells the security that he don't want no black folks to show up in that bitch. If you're a black male or female, he makes it hard for black men to get up in there. And if you're a black female, you just won't be allowed in there. Like one black chick said on a Yelp review that she tried to go in, security wouldn't allow her in and shit like that, saying they're full. And after that, these Mexicans and a light-skinned black chick showed up there and he just let them in like nothing. And from what I've heard, from what I've read, they've only allowed Mexicans and light-skinned people and white people in that bitch. So if anyone from San Jose hearing this right now, and you happen to be black or you're not racist, don't go to Allure.
Seriously.
That's all. That's all I kind of want to say about that.
Just start throwing parties.
How about
people
that?
got to follow the Duce Palooza formula at this point. Like,
at this point.
Like, who the fuck wants to keep going to these clubs every single week?
Literally.
Just do one big-ass party every other month.
And just act right.
Or just do a quarterly party.
Act. We can run. We run that shit. Logical party.
Now you're thinking.
I know, right?
Put the word out.
Yeah.
I know people who know people.
Yeah. But when it comes to that certain club, don't go there because niggas are racist unless you MAGA and a Mexican. MAGA Mexican.
They just
or racist Mexican.
Or racist.
Because I mean, dude, I'm full blooded Mexican, bro.
Yeah,
you know what
no,
I mean?
I know.
I have no issue with anybody. I be
neither.
talking shit about everybody.
Yeah.
So it is
but if y'all
it is.
happen to hear this, don't go to that spot. Fucking racist.
Yeah,
I follow them on
that.
Sounds like nightlife has always been racist, though.
Not for me. How's it been racist for you?
Studio 8.
Oh yes, that shit shut down.
Studio 8. The
Even though the lady was always nice to me.
The ending.
She was nice to me.
I got stories about her.
Yeah.
The ending of Wet.
Wet was fucked. What's the story of Wet? What's the ending of Wet? I know niggas were fighting all the damn time.
Yeah, serious. I remember that.
Well, I mean, it's safe to say it now. I was underage when I was there.
Oh shit!
So
how's that racist? What was racist about that?
No, what I'm saying is that played a factor in it too. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that it was underage. It was fights, and they blamed it on black people that were always bringing the value down.
But okay,
so
yeah. Even though I remember every story, I just remember seeing on MySpace or just social media. Big old fight happened at Wet every other week, but it was the go-to spot. That's where all the celebrities went to.
What was the joint in Santa Clara before they closed down? When we went to Wally Mania?
A bit. Oh! They shut that down.
Yeah, that's just closed. That's been closed down for like
Taste. They shut down Taste.
That's just closed.
What happened?
I've heard stories about it though.
Really?
Yeah, like I've heard it from multiple people.
Like
racism.
They let us in.
Well, I mean,
You sound so sad too. They let us in. Please don't let it be true. Please. No.
what's the other spot? What's the other spot in you know what the Target's at in Sunnyvale? Remember that used to be the go-to for like
Abyss.
18 and up?
Abyss.
Oh,
Man.
I heard stories about that.
The racism in Abyss too?
Yeah.
Because niggas don't know how to act.
Like nightlife, like it's just nightlife out here. We were accustomed to it. Like I knew what was going on.
Damn, Abyss, they were racist to me.
Yeah.
No, not them too,
I'm not saying they were just like, no, nigga, you can't come in.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
It wasn't that, fam. I mean, it was the same deal. You know, we're full, and then you start letting other people in, and then it just starts becoming a habit, and then
they did that with a lot of people, bro. Like,
then you start, you
that
go from
happened to me once.
You go from hats and sneakers to all of a sudden your collared shirt isn't, have the right ratio type.
You can't get in there with your shoes, bro. Like
like the shoes and hat, I got okay, that's cool.
Baggy. Yeah, those pants are too baggy. I'll never forget here, even though everything's up to my damn stomach, looking like Steve Urkel. You telling me it's too baggy? Just call me a nigger.
Yeah,
just call me. All right.
So I mean, like,
all right.
I'm just saying it doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
All these years later, it still doesn't.
But just hearing that and reading up on what was going on with Allure, I'm like, word, that's what's going on?
Now, if you got a chance to go see a show at the Ritz, which is diagonal from Allure.
Really?
That's where we saw The Chronic. Boy, there were some things out there y'all would enjoy.
Oh, I would.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all would enjoy. They came out.
I mean, there's also another spot that's across the street from the spot I'm always at. I don't want to say. And they play a bunch of like jazz and fucking hip hop. Yeah, but Allure, fuck that. I follow them on Instagram.
What was the spot that used to be on?
Tunes.
No, not Tunes. Well, Tunes is now an arcade.
I know it's an arcade. Yeah.
That's just amazing.
I just said
Mini Boss.
The joint on Market. Because it used to be whatever. What was before Allure, and then there were Ritz, and then literally went the parking lot. And you go towards
Was it Miami?
Club,
that's still there.
The story of Club Miami.
No, that's still there. That's still there. I haven't been.
But isn't it called something else now?
It's still called Miami. Yeah.
I thought it was the something bar.
I know what you call it. I know what you're thinking about. I know exactly what he's thinking of, but they call it something else now. But it's still Miami. I know what you're talking about. People
still 18 and up?
I don't know. I haven't been there in years since I was 18 and up.
See, that's the wild thing. Like, I got like cousins and then obviously like younger friends, even not now, but years ago when I was in my late 20s and they were still not 21 yet. I never heard of anybody going out to the club.
Yeah.
Like, I think my generation was like the last one that just stopped.
That went to the
died down hella, bro. Like,
especially in Sunnyvale. That's when all them white girls be at. Oh, yes. And fucking not just, but I'm just remembering like hella fucking.
Need some time for the bunnies? You good?
Hey,
you take a break?
Yeah, I'm good.
I help you. I got you. Don't worry about it. We can take a break if you need it.
No. I just remember that like around that time. Oh yes.
Oh god.
No, but I just remember.
You got your pants around your ankles. You don't know what you done.
I just remember around that time period. Yeah, you were right. Everyone paying $20 a head to get into that shit.
Yeah.
Now you expect me to pay $20 to get in somewhere?
Kind of shit is
I'm going to 7-Eleven and go getting drunk.
That's shit. If it's $3.99, I'm in that.
Shit, I'm even tapping the homeless guy outside 7-Eleven. You got a drinking partner? What you drinking tonight? I got you. Don't worry about it.
Clubs are like now you get older. Clubs are just like, oh, I don't got time. I don't got time for clubs.
I'm waiting
now.
for Duce Palooza to come back out so we can just have a nice chill day.
Yeah.
Now like. I am the epitome of washed. Like, I am washed.
I'm getting to that point now,
and I love it.
I mean, I'm getting to that point. I like going out just to get my mind because there'll be long ass weeks, and I just don't want to stay in the house like a fucking jailbird.
Yeah.
So I just go out just to free my mind and just look around and just interact with people and shit.
I feel it.
But then there'll be other days I'll be looking and I'll be hearing the music. That's how I kind of like get engaged with the music, see what's popping and what isn't popping and shit. And I'm telling you, man, those Filipinos at Temple, man, they just be on the fucking boards, boy.
That dude with the white t-shirt, white pants, and the hat, the Asian cat, he still be out there gigging by himself?
No, he went to Florida. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw him the other day. The homeless dude.
Is he homeless? I thought he was just out there just... Damn, they let a homeless man go in there before they let niggas in there. Shit.
Oh, at Tunes, he be up in that bitch, moving around by himself.
I called him gigs.
Yeah, I don't talk.
That's what I knew him as.
But then when everyone starts crowding in, he's like, oh, fuck that, man. He just leaves. He taking up my fucking time? Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah, they shut down Tunes. What's called used to be called Goons. I remember we used to call that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how Voodoo
there
Lounge.
like every week and shit.
Yep.
I don't hear like Voodoo Lounge. They still have the Voodoo Lounge sign up there, and it's,
I remember when I wanted to grow up, I was like, well, I want to go to the Ambassador's Lounge.
yeah.
And then that motherfucker, shut the fuck down. Before I even had the chance.
Like, well, motherfucker. Y'all went to City Nights in Frisco.
Yeah.
I only went there once.
I know cats who are
Yeah,
still.
same here.
I know cats who are still promoting at City Nights. I'm like, fam, we are in our 30s.
Why?
Let this shit go, my nigga. It is done.
Done. You are washed.
They still promoting. All right. Well,
If they make money, bottle
Hats off to
service.
'em.
Yeah.
Hats off. You still have fun.
Yeah, no. Excuse me. To the ones that make money, like that's your job. I'm not talking about them.
No.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who are still promoting.
Yeah.
Just to get in the club for free.
Yeah.
You gotta cut that shit, fam.
Yeah.
Not worth
Just
it.
embrace the wash. It's like you know when they tell niggas to come home because the hairline done flipped up. Mm-hmm. We gotta find a term for that for the nigga that don't want to stop partying. We gotta find a term for come home.
Cause I was getting to that point now where I'm just chilling now. I literally just chill by the booth or whatever, and I'm drinking my Henny and I'm just enjoying the vibe.
I like people watching.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. But it gets to the point where people think I'm security, and I'm wearing a shirt like this, or I'm wearing my Ali shirt, or I'm wearing just a regular plaid shirt, and I'm not wearing nothing that says security, but they come up to me thinking I am security. I'm like, you see this drink in my hand? You want to dance? Anyway, the point I'm saying, Allure, fuck Allure, and this is episode 140, what?
9.
Of the Illogical Sense podcast.
Damn, 150 next time.
I know, right? We halfway to 200. And we'll be anyway, you can always follow me on the Twitter. At Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can follow the podcast at iLLogical on the Twitter. And you can always follow us on Instagram and at the Illogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook.
And on all my social medias, JC No.
Excuse
Excuse me. New playlist out on Thursday. The Illogical Sense playlists and video lists are now out and available.
Yep.
So hit the first drafts of those. Mm-hmm. I'm scared to eat beef, man.
Man, you gonna be oozing shit.
I'm just
You were so happy. Hey, man. Just eat a salad, man. You don't have to force yourself to eat.
I'm so scared to eat beef.
Like, what just happened? Why'd you get so quiet? Oh, I get it. You were thinking.
Because I'm not strong anymore. You know
When you
what I'm
came in, you were just like, I need to get that. I know I can't do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get that red steak. You went on your.
Because it's just, you just have to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to. You gotta get back in the game and just. Well, I don't even call it getting back in the game. You just gotta test it to see, was it really this that fucked my stomach up the whole time?
Right.
Your stomach's saying, you on that R. Kelly shit. My mind's telling you know, but no, I can't even sing it.
Yeah, no. Don't do it.
Can't.
I could say something, but I'm not even gonna go there.
You going to
Please
Michael
don't.
route?
No.
Well, you
I
might
was gonna
as
stay
well.
on that same path, but nah.
No, you know
No.
what I mean? Come on.
Are we gonna go there? All right, fuck it. We're gonna go
What I
there.
want.
You just gotta look at like R. Kelly. Like, you can't enter this body.
And on that note,
Outro beats me killing them. Follow me there. I'm done.